Tan 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 tan, 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 tan 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 tan.
That's the podcast once again. On a lovely Tuesday like this one, sunny.
Welcome to it.
Welcome to it. We had a great episode last week with Wodemaya, which of course has given us not just only great feedback from across Africa, across the world, but also...
What feedback did you get?
Haven't you been seeing what's been happening in the inbox? We've been getting messages all over from Canada, America. I actually got a call this morning from Zimbabwe, another Zimbabwean YouTuber wants to be on the podcast after watching the Wodemaya episode. And also thanks a lot to Wodemaya for helping us with numbers because our YouTube subscription numbers have jumped quite a notch.
1,000?
Yeah, by 1,000 subscribers from the day we posted the episode.
Oh,
you could almost see the numbers growing in real time. You know what I mean? Almost.
He wasn't lying, but he owes us 9,000 more.
He owes us 9,000 more. I actually almost sent him a message this morning like, dude, you said 10.
Like, hey.
But then the 10 comes when he explicitly tells his following to follow someone like us, you know what I mean?
Like he gives instructions.
He gives the instruction, guys, follow this. But anyway.
How's your week been?
So far, so good. I mean, you can see in the necktie today. So.
What, were you in court?
No, not yet.
Soon you'll be in court. Because people keep calling me about you, nigga. You're moving loose in the streets.
So, yeah, I've had quite a busy day. Meeting after meeting, and it's been a Monday for real. So
you know what's so crazy? That used to be. You remember when we started the podcast?
That used to be what, meeting after meeting.
That was
neckties.
No, wearing that costume.
Oh, this one. Where you're trying to look serious in life.
That used to be me when I used to dress up to take meetings.
Yeah,
I'm at the point where I wear what's comfortable.
Well,
you know what I mean?
You know, I'm also trying to build a brand, and I figured let me dress the part. So yeah.
So what is the part?
The part is corporate emceeing, and people will address you the way you dress.
So, if you want to con people out of money, are you telling me that the way that you dress, not how you do your job or what you say, will get people to listen to you? Because I've noticed con men will dress in a way that will get you to listen to them. But when they get there, they're going to start waffling. You understand?
Yeah.
I've also noticed white people, or when you go to Europe, they dress what's comfortable, but when they stand in front of you and they speak, they blow you away.
They blow you away because you thought this person in t-shirts and shorts. Well, I think it depends on what you feel works for you at the end of the day.
No, we're talking about you.
Yeah. And I feel this works for me. No, I'm saying, like I said, dress the way you want to be addressed. If we went into a room right now, if we're not even going to say anything in that room, you know what I mean? We would be addressed differently based off how we're dressed.
How do you think they'll address me?
They would think of you as somebody who's going for a chill.
Who's going for a chill?
Or coming from a chill.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if we went into a room where nobody completely knows us, right? Is my point.
What do we want out of them?
What do you want from the people that were seeing in this room?
Yeah.
Money, of course. Money. Anyway, dude, let's talk about our sponsors before we dive into this too deeply.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Techno, as always. There's a pretty interesting promo which is going to be coming soon with a very well-known taxi hailing app.
Okay.
Yeah.
In partnership with Techno.
Okay. Listen, we don't play around here. We don't play. So yeah, big shout out to Techno. Still go to your local stores. Go to ISPA, go to Mobile Monsters, go to any one of these really well-known cell phone stores and get yourself a brand new Techno. Came on 50. Brilliant phone that. Brothers mocktails, and of course, amazing flavors that we talk about every week that you need to try out today. You find Brothers mocktails in every leading supermarket across the country. 5 amazing flavors right now.
And remember, non-alcoholic. A lot of times, remember even at the mall, when we were by Manda Hill Mall a month or two ago, we had people saying, is there alcohol in this thing? And we'll remind them, it says
Nope,
it's mocktail,
non-alcoholic.
non-alcoholic. So we've got the Mojito, Cosmo, strawberry, lime crisp.
Yep.
What else do we have? Pina colada and the lemon cola.
My favorite currently.
Yes.
Hey, we need to send some of the drinks back. When I told you, I asked you about this.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off the set. We'll talk about that off the set.
Can
we
be proactive, please?
Yeah, we'll do.
How's your week been? Wait, hold on before you get into any of that. I'm trying to get into your life here. Your weekend.
What about my
Anything
weekend?
interesting?
What did I do over the weekend?
Oh, I know the other time you went to your daughter's school.
Yes, Friday. Friday I was at my kids' concert. My kids can sing.
You know what's so crazy?
Yeah.
I still... Can that light be on, Virgin?
Which one?
That one right there. You turned it off when you removed your...
This.
Yes.
Oh crap! So is my face looking very dark right now?
Look at
Okay,
you.
better.
Look at you being vain and whatnot.
You were looking black actually. You're gonna see the video.
Because
after this.
I am.
No. Okay, he was looking dark black.
Like navy blue.
Yeah, he was dark like under the bed. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy is I remember very well when my parents used to come to my school. I still
Yeah, and those are the
remember it.
things that I'm very careful about when it comes to my kids. I want to be there for open days, recitals. On Tuesday last week, I went to watch one of them swimming, playing tennis as well, same week. Yeah.
Do you know the confidence that so I did public speaking when I was in school.
Right, okay.
In my school, my primary school was an hour away from where my parents lived. But do you know the confidence that it gives you when you look into the crowd and
parents
you
are
see
there.
your dad there?
Yeah. I saw that especially with the second one, where because I was late and I'm assuming she was assuming I wasn't gonna show up. So I could see the way she was seated. As I was parking, she didn't quite see the car. I parked and I walked behind all the other parents. And the only seat that was left was right in front. So she was seated there by the pool, looking at the parents, and she's not seeing any mommy, daddy's not there. And it's the moment she sees me walking to the front that she lights up. And you can actually even see her sitting up
Whether
now,
she
like,
sits up, yeah.
daddy's here.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I know the feeling you'd have when...
Did your dad used to show up? But your dad like 1,000 jobs. Your dad like 10,000 jobs. Did he ever show up?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, actually, no. Your dad worked
he
at the
did.
school, didn't he?
He did what? He worked at school.
He worked at the school. That was one of his sidekicks.
No. My dad showed up quite a lot, yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah, school concerts.
Don't say this for sure
No.
because you are on
I
the
remember
podcast.
very well the school concerts. He would show up. When our class would have plays, he would show up
What
as
kind
well.
of kid were you?
Sorry?
What kind of kid were you?
Extremely shy. Which is why a lot of people, and I meet a lot of people from people I went to primary and lower high school junior high school with. A lot of people get shocked that I do what I do today because I was one of those guys whose presence in class was never felt. Absence never felt. Like my presence and absence meant the same thing. People didn't realize whether I was there or not.
So you were quiet in school?
Quite quiet, quite shy. Yeah.
Like you said at the back of the class?
Middle, but quiet.
So what kind of,
Wouldn't participate in anything like public speaking or debate or
so when they would ask
sports
questions and they would ask for a volunteer, you'd never put your hand up?
that's never me.
You were part of the furniture.
I was that guy, yeah.
Why? Didn't have confidence?
I'll tell you what. And here's the thing. When I look back, like now that I have kids and I see them going through certain things, I can relate because I had very crooked
Did you
teeth.
say can or can't?
I can relate.
Yeah.
I had very crooked teeth growing up. You know when you lose your milk teeth and the big teeth come on? What you see today may not be very crooked, but they were very crooked growing up.
Yeah.
That made me very
Self-conscious.
self-conscious. It made me very not want to mingle with people at school, at church, in
Were you
public.
made fun of?
I was made fun of a lot, yeah.
So you were bullied?
A whole lot, yeah.
Because of your teeth?
Yeah. And kids can be mean. Kids can be very mean.
Nigga.
I had a nickname in my neighborhood. Look, Kanikumu Flare Switcher. You won't believe what my nickname was.
What
Meno
was
Meno.
it?
Meno.
That was your nickname?
Dude. Chela Tukuta, yeah. The nicknames that people call Chela Tukuta today. That
That's
was
what
me.
you were called?
Yeah. Now imagine I'm a kid. So I'd remember sometimes I'd knock off from school and I would go straight to my mom, like when she knocks off, like, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I'm not going to school. Why? I would tell her, people are laughing at me because of my teeth and whatever. And I just don't want to be in school anymore. And I'd be at school and people would be laughing at me. I'd just be, in a corner seated somewhere, not wanting to mingle with people. Until in grade 6, I think it became a little too much. And my mom noticed I was a bit withdrawn from, playing with other kids at home or at school. I was taken to see Dr. Desai. I remember him very well. A dentist.
So did he fix your teeth?
He started the process, yeah.
He didn't really finish it, did he?
No, he didn't finish. Now, I'll tell you why. So in grade 6, I started the process. So he said, for you to wear braces, we need to remove 4 teeth. So they removed 4 molars for the braces to hold properly.
Yeah.
I had 4 teeth removed in one day, bro.
4
in one day.
How old were you?
Grade 6. How old are you in grade 6? 12, 13?
Sheesh.
Yeah, thereabouts. I had 4 teeth removed in one day. Then I had to wait for the spaces to heal. Then I had to go back the following week to get the
braces?
No. There's that like a clay thing that to get the shape of your teeth.
Right, to mold.
Yeah, then I had to mold, exactly. Then I had to wait a week for him to design the braces that would fit in my mouth. Then I started wearing braces.
For how long?
But then again,
isn't that worse actually when you go to school
dude,
with braces?
that's what I'm saying.
That's worse, isn't it?
That became worse now. But at least in a private school.
So
Primary school?
Listen,
no. I mentioned that.
Kalenga will let you
Listen,
know.
there's a reason why I bring that up. In a private school, it's sort of normal to have braces because there's many of you. The problem came in when I went to a government school. You see why I mentioned private there? When I went to a government school in grade 8, that's where the problem now escalated. Why? Because most of the teachers then had never seen braces before. You know what I mean? So I get to government school and teachers are telling me like, you grade 8, you're registering, and they're like, can you take those things off? I actually got spanked at some point for having braces in my teeth.
That's sexual. So that's sexual. Okay,
I got whipped because I refused to take them out. I said, I can't. The doctor's supposed
You didn't refuse. You couldn't.
That too. And the teacher thought I had just made staples and put them in my mouth. You know what I mean? So he whipped me, took me to the headmistress then. And I had to explain myself, but at least she was a more enlightened person. She understood what was going on. And she tells the teacher, like, no, these are code braces. The doctor puts them there to straighten teeth.
And this is after you got your ass beat.
After I got my ass whooped, imagine.
My people will perish.
Oh, bro. So in government school, it was even worse. Because then, people can be creative with the teeth.
With the nicknames, hey?
Bro, people were so creative.
Wire mouth.
Yeah, things like that. You know what I mean? Others would even say, if there's ever lightning in this class, it'll be... On a day when it's raining. Lightning, this guy, be careful, eh?
Don't sit next to this.
People are so creative, bro.
The kids can be mean.
So
how did you get over it? Did you get over it? Are you over it? Are you still shy?
So I'll tell you one thing, and this is one thing that you've never accepted about me.
What's that?
That I don't like cameras.
Yes. Do you know why I've never accepted that about you?
Hold on. Let me explain something. Do you know that one of the reasons why I even started this podcast was because I wanted to gain confidence in front of cameras? Do you know that episode 1 was actually recorded in 2018?
Do you know one of the reasons why I also started the podcast is because I needed to have a platform where you can speak confidently.
That too. But for me, P1...
You and I differed so much
on the cameras.
I didn't want cameras.
I remember that much.
You so badly because you're so vain. Wanted cameras.
No.
So and now
listen,
I can't cheat in peace.
You can't cheat in peace because everybody knows your face. I'll tell you what. 2018, before I even moved to Lusaka. This is 3 years before I moved to Lusaka. Remember we recorded episode 1 of the PR Girls from Unza, Coin and I. We recorded episode 1. We kept that episode shelved for 3 solid years because I told Coin I really can't do this.
You were right.
But then when
You looked terrible.
It was terrible.
No, you looked terrible.
I was sweating like pork on a spit, bro. Terribly.
You were sweating like a hoe in church.
That too. I was sweating terribly. I was so nervous. Okay, how do my teeth look? That thing has never quite left me. You know what I mean? And it really messed with my confidence for so many years. Because
of your teeth?
Yeah. So when we started again in 2021, I wanted to, and it was affecting my confidence everywhere, not just on screen. But what I figured was, if I could be in front of a camera, maybe my confidence would build.
That makes absolutely no sense because
No.
there's no
It
audience
was my way
there.
of dealing with it.
But there's no audience there.
My way of dealing with it was, it's a camera, people are going to watch this. That's the audience. You know what I mean?
The first episode that you shot at
The first episode we shot at Tunza?
yeah, the PR girls.
This nigga needs a mic.
Do you have where's the other mic?
No, I just wanted to
Okay, you know what? Just come and sit quickly here. Louis, turn on his mic.
I just wanted to say
You just wanted to say? The mic. Just pull the mic.
Lift it up.
I just wanted to say like this.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say the name you gave it was so weak, bro.
Don't.
Does Elso know? Should I tell you?
Yeah, tell him.
Do you really want to know?
No.
I thought so.
So, and here's one thing you guys may not have noticed, but from about episode 1 to when Elson comes in to about episode 30, I lacked confidence completely on this show. Completely.
You're fucking welcome.
How so?
How so?
Because-
It's taken me a long time to build confidence, guys. I'm just telling you the
Because
truth.
you're bullied. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I needed things like
That's what
cameras
we're
to
talking-
help me grow my confidence.
So do you think you're confident now?
I am confident now, yeah. I can actually even look in a camera and say things. you
No,
know?
nothing to do with the podcast. I
Like
mean,
everywhere.
in life.
I am.
Are you confident now?
I am now, yeah. It's taken me a long time to gain confidence.
And how do you know you're confident?
How do I know I'm confident? I'm even able to stand on a stage, like, and speak to crowds.
That don't mean you're confident.
I'm able to.
That don't mean you're confident. Because you're able to
It's
mask.
you're actually very right. On stage, I've been able to mask it.
Yeah.
When DJing, when MCing,
Yeah.
I could mask it. But one-on-one interaction, which is why it was even difficult for me to talk to girls at some point in my life, for the longest time. It took a while.
You know what?
This really took a
this
while.
circles back. No,
You're about to say some nonsense, right?
I was about to say not some nonsense. I was about to say some truth. Then I figured, let me not. Because when these cameras go off, you and I still need to be friends.
About that.
Yeah, man. No, interesting life you've had.
Yeah, so it took a while to build confidence. But sometimes
What,
it
what
comes
else do you
back.
battle with?
Sometimes it comes back. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like in what?
I can't think of an instance right now, but it just comes back. Like maybe I'm at the mall and a group of people just stop me. Hey, hi.
That's with everybody, though.
Yeah, it
I
really
I
messes with
think-
my confidence.
But I feel,
When
part of me, I feel like you like fame. Because I've seen how you react to it.
And I've explained this before. And it's something that I picked up from a pastor who was preaching some years back. And he was explaining, and not just fame for fame's sake, but for what it can do for you. You know what I mean? And he gave an example, and I've spoken about this example on the podcast as well, about Jesus Christ and how if Jesus just woke up one day and started preaching the gospel, nobody would have listened. So Jesus did things that made him famous, and then people were able to listen to him. That fame brought him influence.
No, I don't agree because what he did did not make him famous.
It did make him famous.
No, hold on.
Okay.
That was not his intent. His intent was not to become
But
famous.
either way, he got famous.
No, hold on. So, number one, Jesus actually moved to places where he wasn't known. Right?
Yes.
So he moved away from where he was born, where he was known, where he was popular, to
Nazareth,
a place where
yes,
he wasn't.
Bethlehem.
Yes, to a place where he wasn't.
Let's debate that for a little bit.
No, we're not going to do that. No,
It's gonna be a long conversation.
we ain't going to do that. Because my knowledge of the Bible is very limited.
Okay, cool. By the way, for those of you wondering why we were 3 seats here, it wasn't for Switcher. We were expecting Chimweka to come through.
Expecting Chimweka.
Yeah,
and
we-
his
Who's
traffic.
been in traffic for the longest time? Hey, speaking of traffic, I was nabbed a day or two ago for overspeeding. And
How do you speed in a Vitz, bro?
I was gonna say this.
I am foolish.
You must have been very determined, bro.
I was late for something, eh? Yeah. I even paid the car hire company today.
Ah,
Oh yeah, I did.
you must have been very determined, huh? Because does that thing vibrate?
No, dude, there's something special about the one I hired this week, eh? It's... I didn't know they're different.
Doesn't it float?
No.
So
the one I hired this week is
wait, I want to keep asking questions. So when it gets windy, do you put like bricks in the car?
cement.
That makes sense.
Packs of cement, yeah.
So where did you get
Which one
nabbed
is
at?
the Vitz first? The one you wash together with the dishes?
With the dishes, yes, that one. You throw it in the sink. So where did you get nabbed at?
I hope the car hire company is watching this.
So where did you get nabbed at?
Kafua Road.
Kafua Road?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I was going for some meeting on Kafua Road with one of my clients.
So when you get to the toll gate, how much do you pay there? Because it can't be 20 kwacha. It has to be
For
the
a
same
bit.
amount as like bicycles.
No, that car doesn't pay.
The what? The Vitz doesn't pay.
Yeah, no.
Vitz
doesn't
drivers
pay.
will be offended.
I'm sure it
This
goes
thing.
like
under the
boom.
under the bar
Outside, no. The toll gate company pays you.
for floating on their road. Now listen, me and my curiosity, right? So I go to chat GPT about
Chimweka? What do you do?
Chimweka.
What do
You
you
were in
want?
traffic for the longest?
What do you want?
I'm here to rob you, sir.
This is not that.
You were in traffic for the longest. Come through, Chimweka.
Sushi, I can go now.
You were in traffic for the...
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. You thought we were going to wait for... see, now, here's the thing. Now, these things are coming out of Switcher's pockets. What is this? Huh? This?
Or it was on the mic. No, that's for... Okay, that's not.
No. This looks like a mean or a peel or something. Let me tell you
So
something.
now-
Go ahead.
Speaking of speed fines. So the cops wanted cash. I only had money in my...
Are you telling me cops are corrupt?
No. They asked me to pay... What's the fine again for overspeeding? 350, 400?
At the bank.
And you have to go to the bank and whatever.
So the cops wanted the cash for what?
Yeah, so I was trying to negotiate with them. Like, okay, can I give... And you know when you find females there, it's hectic.
Negotiate with the
For
cops.
overspeeding.
But why were you trying to negotiate?
Ask him what car he was overspeeding in.
No, negotiate how I make the payment.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Because I was about to say, are you telling us you've been breaking the law? You've been...
Now listen,
Yeah.
I was trying to negotiate with them on how I'm going to pay the amount. So they told me, I think it's like a 400 kwacha.
At the bank.
And you have to go to the bank.
So why are you negotiating with the cops then?
No, I'm
question I was
negotiating.
asking him, right?
Listen, I'm negotiating with them how I can make the payment.
No, but you make the payment at the bank. So why are you talking to the
Dude,
cops?
I'm going the other direction. You know what I mean? And they're saying, you have to go back this way to make the payment. I said, listen, can't I give you the cash? This lady was stubborn.
Of
So-
course, because you're trying to be corrupt.
So now she talks to the other man and they say, okay, cool, you can pay.
These
Now,
drivers.
listen, I didn't have the cash. So now, I say all of this to say, while I was waiting for somebody to send money into my mobile money so I can send to them, they finally agreed mobile money. But at money in Zanako, you know how Zanako sometimes things take time, yeah? Did you know that in Finland, how much you pay for a speed fine depends on how much you earn? You know that?
No.
Ish.
Really?
I started Googling things on speed fines, sort of boredom while waiting for money and whatever. The more you earn, the more you
that
pay.
you pay
It's
in
almost
fines.
like,
That makes sense.
you know what I mean?
That makes sense. Because
You
if
could
you're,
pay as much as $1,000 for a
because
speed fine.
if you're in a VITS, you really shouldn't be paying.
Wow.
I would not hear the end of this.
Wow.
That's the car that he was in.
That's the car he was using?
That's the car.
Oh, wait. No, but wait. Is that the car he's been using?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you? My question is, how do you even overspeed in a VITS? How?
And you're still
Oh,
alive.
fam, and they're still alive. Dude, the speed limit there is 60. I was doing, I think, 65 or 70.
Oh, yeah.
No, you've got a 10% buffer.
Depends on which cop you find, by the way.
No,
Bruh. No.
If the speed
That was
limit,
my argument as well.
if the speed limit
That
is
was
60,
you can go up to 70.
you can
no,
not
bruh.
70. I said 60. I said 10%.
10%,
So that's 66.
66.
Yes.
Yeah. I think there's like...
No, then whoever caught me didn't know that because, bro, I argued that point. as
You
well.
were speaking English. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, I should use Nyanja more.
But also, I think I've come to realize, maybe because they recognized you, that also...
But that should get me off the hook. Don't
No,
you
it could go either way. it could either
Yeah.
get you off the hook,
Or now they want to prove a point.
or they think, well, this person, they might want to if any corruption happens, they might blow
They'll
it.
out us out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's happened to me where you are at a party and people want to start talking,
Podcast?
secrets. They're like, no, but they also want to see it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Has that happened to you? And you're like, guys.
Especially when I was on radio.
And I'm like, guys, have you ever noticed how I'm the most secretive person? You'll never know who I'm dating.
Yeah, that's true though. In fact, you can't even know what Elson does away from the podcast if you really.
I was about to say the same thing. You never know what I do for a living?
Right, you're on social media talking about what you do for a living. What do you mean?
Hold on. Do you know the name of... What companies do I put there, apart from Cyrex? You know
Yeah.
what I do with...
I know.
Yes, but do I say it here?
No, but you're saying people won't know what you do.
No,
you
no, no,
say
no.
it all the time.
What?
You're at fintech events. You're at...
No. My point is this. I live my life privately.
Okay.
So someone might know I do software development. They do not know what my company is called. Someone will know I run operations for a fintech company. They don't know what my company is called.
Right.
You understand? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, if you had a B2C kind of company, it would have been different. Because most of your business, all your businesses are B2B, right?
No, yeah, B2B.
Yeah,
But then those companies too. Those companies too, most of their MDs watch the podcast. I told you when I got the Sanlam gig. The MD for Sanlam ended up telling me, I like the podcast.
Yeah. And it opens doors. That's the good thing.
It does open
No,
doors.
you guys have done the most with this podcast. You guys have really, really done the most with this podcast.
You think so?
I think everybody can agree.
You're doing the most. TV, MCing.
MCing.
You know
But
what
why
I'm
aren't you doing
saying?
the F&B thing? Because I heard a voice like yours on over the
I
weekend.
was invited, but then I was about to go, but then I'm not really a wine person, eh? And when they called me, they told
What
me...
are you, a whiskey person?
I'm a whiskey person.
Okay.
Whiskey, cognac here and there, but mostly whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was thinking about that, and he told me it's like wine only. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy the event. But I was honored, and I'm like, FNB have called me, like, this is pretty
let's do
dope. But then I just thought about that. I'm like, and it's early in the evening. I might link up with the boys later, and wine is not very friendly with other.
When you mix it with
Yeah,
other
so
What
if
happens?
you take wine,
you end up hugging the toilet, bro.
that, or you just have like the worst hangover. The
Say a
following
word.
day.
Nigga, tell me something.
So I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to find out, almost every other show that Yo Maps does, you are sort of the MC there.
I've thought about that before.
Right?
I've thought about it before. That's actually true. I've thought about it, and I don't know what the coincidence is.
It's not a coincidence.
But I really wonder, eh? I really wonder. But I think also maybe promoters know that Yo Maps and I have like a great relation. Let me say that because I might be misconstrued. We have great chemistry.
Yeah.
Put the work in.
You have to be very careful in 2026.
Nigga.
I know, right? So I think Yo Maps and I have got a great work chemistry, especially on stage. If Yo Maps is coming on next, I think it's just something electric that also just happens if I'm calling him up on stage, or even after, like even when he's done. It's just like we always have this moment that we both enjoy, I think. I think promoters have come to realize that, and also.
The relation. Have you sampled his new songs with all these international artists that are featuring on his latest?
I've just heard the single he's put out, the
one?
budget song. But not with the international artists. I think he's trying to make that
I
like
saw
a surprise. Mafiki Zolo. There's Inos B from DRC. There's Harmonize from Tanzania.
We only know one artist from Tanzania.
Rotimi is on it as well.
Yeah. The budget one. Your thoughts? It popped up on my Spotify today.
Yeah, I think people just need to listen to it more. I like it. I like it.
That was a very diplomatic answer.
Yeah.
That was
I like it.
Let me help you. Here's the thing with Yo Maps songs.
The reason why I say that is because I've
They
seen.
grow on you.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen already people saying it's a flop. But I've heard this.
We say it all the time. So.
Yeah, people say this a lot. And I remember one show I did also, funny enough, he had dropped, there's a song he dropped, I forgot which one it was. And people were talking about it being a flop. The following day, we got booked for a show in Kabwe. So I traveled to Kabwe, he also traveled to Kabwe. And then he had an event, and the crowd was singing along to this song. And I was like, wait a minute, I thought you guys said it's a flop. And I even took a video. I remember posting it, and
The flop?
yeah, I'm like, guys, it's a flop. So I think it's got that effect. It grows onto people. I like it. It's something I can definitely listen to.
Dude, before we make a comment on this, I needed you who's... I know because you guys at Diamond TV are very thorough with what's happening in the news. You know what I mean? You verify stuff before you report on it, and credible news source.
Yeah.
The Hubert Angel issue about Edgar Lungu died because he denied me access into Zambia. How true is that thing?
Like
Elson left the chat.
I see what he's declaring.
No, I'm patriotic, that's all.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Ain't nothing to do with him.
All right,
You were saying?
I saw the video. In fact, I just saw it last night actually, and
Guys, do you have your life insurance policies?
No, but here's
Because if what he's saying is true,
I've got an opinion on this. but
and
let me
you all want to dwell on this, may I've got a sound to raise.
no, I mean, I saw the video. You asked, is it true? I really do not know. But I saw the video, and the video looks like it's real. It looks like it's something that he said. Yeah, it looks like something he said. Because even when he spoke about the foreign affairs minister at the time, I know there's one name that came to mind because that person has a good relationship with them, some sort of relationship. So it could be authentic. That he said that. I don't know how true everything else was.
Here's the issue I have with it. And correct me if I'm wrong on these spiritual issues. I don't know much about them. But these things, he says this denial, the access to enter Zambia happened when Lungu was president, right?
Yeah.
And then President Lungu died last year. So the effect of that took about 5-6 years to kick in.
He replayed a video where he said something like, "Your days are numbered," and then shortly, the former president
but
died.
eventually,
So that's what he's saying.
Eventually, everybody dies. You know what I mean? That's why I'm having an issue with this. Like, I think for me to be more believable, if you say Chimweka, oh no, let me not. God forbid.
Yeah.
John Doe, you have denied me access into your country. You will die, and then tomorrow, the following day, it happens.
Yeah.
I would really feel, this guy has something to do with it. You know what I mean?
We've gone through something like this, almost similar. If you remember, the time Siawan was in the news about this. He was trending in the country where he said he gave power to most of the people in cabinet at the time.
I remember that one.
And there was an issue about rings and black rings.
Yeah.
And people now said, seeing all the pictures of ministers who wear these rings, and he was calling it "do as I say," and he says, "I'm going to get it back." And the country there was a point where the country was paying attention to this. Like it was like the biggest story at the time. Like when Siawan says, "I'm going live, talk about this," you would get like 21,000 people watching at once. It's like live on Facebook. You know?
Where's Siawan from? Nigeria.
Yeah.
For someone who lives in Nigeria,
Does he live in Nigeria?
I don't know.
Isn't in South Africa now? Anyway.
He seems to know a lot more about Zambia.
Because he lived here.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, for a very long time.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
He lived here for a very long time. He was what's it called, the word?
Deported?
Deported from
Like Wodemaya.
oh, okay.
Wodemaya.
Wodemaya was deported.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was he your last guest?
Yes,
right?
he was.
Yes,
Yes, he
okay.
was. So you've got big shoes to fill. It's not that you're a guest, you're a co-host today. So please write co-host and not guest.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, but
We've had you on the podcast before, haven't we?
yeah, I have. In fact, last time I was here, you guys got me in a lot of trouble that I'm still dealing with.
I
I am
Right.
telling you.
Don't
Why didn't
say
you
that.
call us to edit
I'm
it?
telling
Okay,
you.
we're not going to do it, but why didn't you call us to edit it?
Also because I understand media. I hate it also when guests come in like, "Oh, yo, that part." I'm like, So I didn't want you guys to go through it. But either way, I actually didn't think that people would make a
fuss
big
about
deal or fuss out of it.
Which one was it? The baby mama? Or the marriage
The
thing?
kids.
The kids thing.
Like people actually think I have like 5+ kids.
You don't?
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, wow.
I'm just
So
joking.
he's
I'm just joking.
He's projecting.
Till this day.
Ask him how many
In
he
fact,
has.
the number keeps increasing. It's like 6, 7, 8. Like I just
Okay, but how close are they to the truth, though?
very far.
Okay.
And I actually laugh about
Kalenga, why are you
my
doing
friends.
this?
Kalenga even has more kids than I do, actually.
That's why I said ask him how many he has.
And they call me the father. He could be the father of the nation. But from then, like, I get this a lot. People think I have so many kids and whatever. But I'm just like, you know what? I run with it. I actually just play along with it. I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
I mean, at the end of the day, you and the people close to you know the truth. So what's there to worry about, right?
Yeah. No,
Didn't affect your brand deals, none of that.
Well, I think it was actually good because then now I think I'd like corporate bookings. Like he's got kids to feed, so it was like, let's help the man feed his kids. So I play along with it. Like, yeah, I have a lot of kids, and I don't think any one of you wants my kids to go starving. So please,
let's get those bookings going.
Please get me a booking and how much I'm asking for.
Did you see just today, your BFF made up with Chichi?
Oh, Mutale.
Hey, so apparently Chichi dropped the charges, but it was up to the prosecution
to continue the case or not.
Yeah, the
to
DPP.
agree to drop the charges or not. That's correct, right?
Yeah, the director of public prosecutions was...
Wait, so there's instances where the person who's pressed the charges can drop the charges, but the DPP can say,
Yeah, in fact, the DPP has done this before where the court will say, okay, we've acquitted this person or whatever, and the DPP will be like, no. We are going back because the DPP heads the National Prosecution Authority, the NPA.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of... When a case is acquitted, it's almost like you're telling the prosecutors that you guys didn't do a good job with your
prosecution,
your findings, your investigations. So when the court drops something like that, then the DPP will be like, no, but we actually have more evidence. So it's happened to especially politicians. We've seen it happen where the court says acquitted, and the DPP is like, no. We still have some dirt on this person. So yeah, today the DPP was like, yeah, if you want to do that, cool. But I think it was. You don't think it was like expected?
I think it was. I have a bit more knowledge on it, which I won't speak to, because when that happened, I got a call from somebody.
He or she who must not be named?
He.
Okay.
I'm sure you know who I'm talking about.
Oof, I'm trying to... I might...
But anyway, I have a bit more knowledge about that.
Yeah.
And, it was to be expected. It's good that it's happened, finally, because if this hadn't happened, and if she had been... Guys, jail is not a nice place. Jail is not a nice place, man.
Totally unsexy.
Yeah.
I've been there once to visit a friend. Yikes. I never want to end up in there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree and can relate with you. And in fact, for me, it was actually one of the hardest things because as everything was starting, I was literally in the mix of everything as it started.
Really?
Yeah, because if you remember, this all started from the Diamond TV personality
The awards. Wait, when there was, what's his name? Muluwanda.
Yeah.
Oh, so?
Yeah, Muluwanda.
And Antimili.
Yeah.
And apparently you guys, they allegedly you guys did Antimili dirty because you knew whatever it was.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of backlash. I remember
There's a lot of backlash.
that.
That was a very crazy time. Because you know that thing trended like for a whole week. I've never trended so much before in my life. Like, for a whole week, like something was trending. You know, that time was so crazy because Yo Maps had dropped a song. And people are not talking about Yo Maps' song. I'm like, guys, Yo Maps has
dropped the song.
Dropped the song. Why are we still...
Why are you talking about me?
And you know, it was so crazy that you log onto Facebook, it's like you're seeing a picture of yourself. Because it was either myself, Chichi, or Diamond TV.
Wait, what did you say?
So, what had happened was that the Diamond TV Awards had happened. And you see, the thing is, with the way awards are, you invite anyone who's nominated, especially for those kinds of awards. So it doesn't matter if Elson doesn't get along with
Me,
K Plus or whoever.
Yeah.
As long as you're nominated, you have to be invited, right? And that's what happened. People were invited because they were nominated. And it so happened that, there were two people who were not getting along who attended the event. So at the end of the event, there was a whole fracas, this whole thing had started where Mr. Mwanda and Dantimili had
The confrontation.
Yeah, the confrontation. And
So
social media, it started from that. So social media were talking about the whole thing because
So what was the issue with Diamond TV? Why were they attacking?
So I hear people talking about, but how do you invite Antimili and Mr. Mwanda in the same place. Others talked about the fact that Mr. Mwanda he came on the stage because we had him on the stage.
Okay.
So some people faulted us for that. There were different things. Like people had different things to say about the whole incident. But it just started from the two of them. Then it went because at some point when they were having that moment, I was heard in the background. I was trying to stop them, and people were like, "Hey, Chimweka, step out! You're gonna get a black eye." Someone said something like that. My co-host on radio actually is the one who said that. So my name came up, and then I think I was like the hero of the moment because I was trying to stop the whole thing. Then the following day, I posted something on my Facebook where I posted the part where Mr. Mwanda was on stage. Then things switched now because Toela commented on it, and then she faulted Chichi and I because Chichi and I were the hosts. So when people read that from Toela, and I remember Toela is the one who started that, then now the whole narrative changed. So now it became about me and Chichi. Oh, Chichi and Chimweka. Mostly actually it was about me because people were like, "Hey, Chimweka, this, Chimweka."
Is it because you're light-skinned?
I really did.
But Chichi too, so.
That's why they caught the backlash, both of them, because they're light-skinned.
So it was like that for like a whole, people wrote like think tanks, so like so many things.
Think tanks.
It was crazy.
You know, I've said on this here podcast, I feel like people wake up every single day and they do not know what to be offended by.
Yeah.
So they go on social media and they wait to say, so what are we going to be offended by today?
Yeah.
Let's wait and see what others are offended by, then we jump on that bandwagon.
And also people wait for a time like that, especially people who are not happy with you about something.
Right.
So it's like that moment is like, now
let's pile on.
Yeah, so for others it becomes a moment like that. So they're like different things. Like it was happening for
what
a
you're saying
whole
is true.
week. And I was just like, when will this be over? Like Zambians were used to things being done in 1 or 2 days. We move on.
Short attention
I'm like,
span.
this is going on and on. And now it reached the following Saturday because the event happened like on a Thursday. The following Saturday, I thought like, okay, maybe the situation is easing down. But while that was happening, it was getting worse for Chichi. Because now a lot of people were attacking Chichi. Like Chichi has the same things like Chichi as a woman. How can you what?
Attack
How can
a fellow woman.
Yeah, so it became like about Chichi all of a sudden, right? And I remember that day I went with my guys, we went out. And the guys were trying to stop me from going out. Like, are you sure you want to go out when things are happening? I'm like, hey guys, I need to unwind a bit. Then Mutale went on a roll, like she was writing stuff about Chichi.
Yo.
And I remember she made like 3 or 4 posts, and each post had people in the comment section were like, but why are you just talking about Chichi? What about Chimweka? And the funny thing is, she also said something about me. But the thing is, Mutale and I are cool. Like Mutale and I,
Right.
I've got a lot of love for Mutale, and I believe she has to have so much respect for her. So even when she made her post, she made it like sort of like respectfully. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it was somewhat almost like diplomatically, like she's like dissing me, but saying it like with love.
Right.
So I didn't really take it like personally, but
Nah, because
that made everything worse. I think for Chichi's followers and
Chichi.
Mutale's followers. In fact, I can't even delve too much into the whole thing because Diamond TV also has a case
Against
Mutale. So Chichi has dropped hers.
now Diamond.
There's the Diamond side as well. And I remember people also asking me like, "Are you also
That's
gonna
the call
do
that I
that?
got.
Are you gonna sue Mutale as well?" And like I got that. Even I think some people who have got an issue with her also came to me when they're trying to convince me to do it. But I just felt like I think she's already gotten enough. I don't want to. I don't want to be involved. So it was tough for me because I mean I'm cool with Chichi. I'm cool with Mutale. And then all this is
And now you're in the
happening.
middle.
You know, I was in the middle of it all.
like a Vienna sausage.
But I'm happy. I'm happy that it's got into this.
Yeah.
I knew it would happen because I spoke with Chichi a few weeks before, and she told me like, yeah, I'm just gonna, because I think they were both also just tired. You know, going to court, it's
Bruh.
hectic.
It's hack.
Adjournments.
I'm going to court since November.
Yeah.
And that issue has been adjourned 9 times.
And I'm sure there are times you go to court and you're thinking, okay, this can be resolved in a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like even for you, taking someone to court, it's exhausting.
I'm taking somebody to
Yeah.
court. Well, I'm not. The state is. So
Yeah.
this is my former PA who stole money.
Oh.
Right? And I gave her ample time. Just show me how remorseful you are.
Yeah.
Pay some of it back. She didn't. I'm like, F it. Let the Lord take its course. Since November, bruh. Adjournment after adjournment after. I got to a point where I'm like, you know what, my man? Now I'm going to write to the DPP because there several times I miss flights, I miss meetings because I have to attend court. And you go there and literally your case is called out first and they're like, now we're going to, and they don't adjourn it to like 2, 3, 4 days away, a month away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before you even say anything, look at anything.
So in this instance, I'm a witness. She stole from me, but this is the people, the state, versus her.
Yeah.
So I'm the witness. I've not even taken the stand.
No, but I mean, like, those adjournments happen, like, you're just getting into court. Before anything is even said, adjourned again.
Bruh, do you know how many times I've put on a suit? Because I ain't gonna put on a suit for nothing. I've had to put on a suit several times, and I get back home, I'm like, wasn't our day?
I have to take that to the laundry for wearing it for nothing.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where
I started apologizing to it. Like, our moment will soon come, buddy, don't worry.
and people didn't see the suit enough.
No.
But at least did you wear it again after?
I've got a few.
Are you also the type that when you're wearing something nice, you feel like you're going you have to go everywhere?
People have to see me.
People have to see you. Like that's the whole point.
I actually debated with someone about it yesterday. So
Oh, you do that?
no. Yeah. So I was with.
He does it.
No. Not me.
But it's okay
I
if
don't
you do
mind wearing something nice and I'll go to a meeting and go back home. There's no problem with that. But I've got friends who, bro, I can't go home. This, just to waste.
Yeah.
Meeting and back home.
They have
I
to
can't.
see me.
I will go to 3 malls. Then I'll go for a chill in the evening. And then I need to go to another venue, then another venue. People need to see them.
In fact, what people do is if it was not taken on a picture, then I didn't wear it.
Yeah.
That's actually that's the
I'm very
motto for a lot of
marveled by
people.
such behavior.
So they can go around, but if they never took a photo, then they didn't wear it.
It didn't.
I'm very baffled by such
Especially you
behavior.
celebrities. Shame, I feel bad for you guys. Because the pressure that you niggas have. Especially, can you imagine running into somebody and you're wearing the same clothes as you're wearing either the last time you saw them or in your profile picture?
Oh yeah. Like, dude, you really must love this outfit so much.
And now you have to start, before they ask you, now you have to start explaining
You have to
yourself.
give a disclaimer. Like,
And especially
bro.
once you put your clothes on your profile picture, that's
Yeah.
it.
But keep us in something. Why does Elson try not to consider himself as a celebrity?
Because I'm not.
What are you, a public figure?
No, neither of those. Let me tell you, I feel like I am in a very fun position where I have that proximity to people like you.
You're in denial.
Very much.
And
in
people
denial.
like
you know how much
him-
it is distinctly the same?
You are in
No,
denial. Elson.
no, I am not.
Okay, let's
accept it.
break down the definition of a public figure or a celebrity.
Yeah, I would understand if you said no to celebrity because people feel like it's like saying a legend.
Yeah.
But public figure?
Okay, for me, celebrity feels too much Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Okay, let's say
yeah.
public figure.
Yeah, that's why I changed public figure.
Like, for instance, when you go to the mall, how many people say hi?
No.
How many people
No,
stop
hold
you to
on.
even talk
Wait,
about the
wait,
podcast?
No, hold
How
on.
many people stop and take
You
pictures?
see what I
No,
mean?
But hold on. Here's how I view this. When I go onto social media, I see people like him. I see Yo Man. It's almost like it's the same number of people, right? So you can even name them.
Okay, Elson,
Right?
let me,
So you've got
Elson,
for real.
Let me ask you one question. Now that you brought up the issue of social media, when you post on Facebook or Instagram, do you get more than 10 likes?
Everybody does.
No, not
No.
everybody.
Well, most people do.
I've got cousins, good looking, whatever.
Wait, so what's your
10,
point?
20.
Wait, what's your point? Because you get more likes, it means
Dude, just last week you posted something where you had over 2,000 likes. Which ordinary person is going to get that?
listen. You can set your hair on fire right now, and you'll get 30,000 likes.
It takes a public figure to get those
But
numbers.
not only that, he's talking about social media. But the truth is, even when you move around, you still meet people who stop because they recognize
No,
you.
but then again,
somewhere.
I feel like the reason why I don't agree with that is I feel like when somebody sees you and they feel, okay, so we've seen this person on TV, on YouTube, it's kind of like they feel like they know you
But that's the
more
thing.
than you being a public
That's being
figure.
a public figure.
No.
Yeah.
So what's been a public figure?
Also-
So again, hold on. So let me just put a button on this because I want to move on from this. What I enjoy, let me tell you what I enjoy.
Yeah.
I enjoy coming on here
Yeah.
and talking about people like you.
Yeah, no,
Yabon.
I get it.
That's what I enjoy doing. Like
Yeah.
I enjoy coming here. I enjoy doing social commentary,
Yeah.
and I now look at myself as a ghetto reporter. Yabon?
Yeah,
Yes.
I get you.
So, yeah, we see.
Okay, as we put a button on it. By the time we're recording this, I haven't.
Hold on.
Something pouring somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it's the car being washed just outside here.
We're on the first floor, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Or
Hope it's not
maybe
like
from the top or
some-
something.
Okay,
Anyway,
as you were.
I'm usually behind with what's trending, what's popping, what's happening on social media. Lillian,
Do
in
you know
Ghana.
that people? It's so funny. There's a guy called John. What's his name? The guy with the feet guide.
John Zimba.
Zimba.
Yeah.
That's my
Do
guy.
you
I was
know
literally with him before coming
that literally verbatim what you have just said? He makes fun of you to say, "I'm gonna wait. Hold on. Let me go to his profile. I'm gonna predict what is gonna happen on that Z podcast. Kalenga is going to pretend. Wait, let me show you. Let me go to his page. And he
John
posted
Zimba.
this. He
Wow.
posted this 2 weeks ago.
That's my guy. I was literally the time Elson called me today.
I'm
was with him.
usually behind with what's happening on social media.
No, you
that's just the
pretend
truth.
like you
No,
are.
no. That's just the truth. And I'm behind on why Lillian is trending with the visit to Ghana. What's happening?
Oh,
there?
Lillian Chipeso, my workmate from Diamond. Yeah, so, okay, I've also been a little bit behind on that one, but from what I've seen, I think he just took it off like as a joke. I think Goshas came into Zambia. But what I know is that he was first interacting with someone that's close with Lillian. Her name is Ruth. So Ruth and Lillian, like I think they go like way back from Copper Belt. So I don't know how it started, but they became really close, and people like took it as a relationship. From what I know,
A relationship between who and who?
between Goshas and
Goshas and Lillian. So he's the one who's received. I saw the cars with the number plates and all that. Her
So
name
people,
and the number plates.
People saw them as like a good couple to get like people love.
Who's Goshas?
Yeah.
Who's Goshas?
Some Ghanaian celebrity.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think people took it. That's how people were taking it, and they saw like a relationship between the two of them. So he spent a lot of time here, and I think he got a lot of good traction. And when he arrived in Ghana, he decided to sort of like reciprocate and take Lillian there, because the Ghanaian community, I think, has also like accepted Lillian as their mulam of some sort. So they're very happy to receive, and from what I've seen, they've received her so well. I was actually talking to her today because there's been a lot of business opportunities from that. So I had a client that I'm consulting for, and they saw it as a great marketing opportunity. So they called me, and I put her up. I called her like, "Hey, you make something out of this." You know what I mean?
Right.
And she agreed. So actually, even finalizing that because. I think people have seen a great opportunity for both countries because
You see-
there's been a lot of invested interest from Zambia and from
Ghana.
So in the client I'm working with actually is working with both countries are involved. So they are very, very happy to.
I'm not very behind then. I thought I was, because what I was failing to figure out is, okay, what has she gone to do there? Who invited her? Or did she just go for some big event that was supposed to be celebrating as a country?
No, just-
I missed that. You know what I missed that
just
point.
because I mean, look, right now there's a lot of great opportunities for tourism.
Yeah.
And I saw how even our very own Zambia Tourism Agency jumped on the
Wodemaya
whole,
issue.
Yeah, the Wodemaya, Goshas as well. They jumped onto it, and I think the tourism authorities there in Ghana, I think, have also realized that it's a great opportunity, and even just for different companies, it's a great opportunity to market your products, especially if you have either business in Zambia, Ghana. Just find a way. I think it's a great opportunity. Let them capitalize on these guys.
You know what I'm seeing out of all of this?
Please read that caption. Dated
John
April
Zimba,
6th.
but John Zimba
Dated April 6th.
says, "I'm not
This
a
year.
prophet, but this is the 6th of April. Yeah, on my son's birthday. Wow, I'm not a prophet, but this is what's coming in the next episode. Elson, can you imagine? Pompey arrived at a certain park in Livingston at 16:40, and they refused to let him in because he closed at 17. How do you expect customers to just guess that?" Oh, I guess he's saying this is Elson saying that. Then K Plus responds, "Wait, when did this happen? You know I don't usually follow what goes on social media." And then Gob in the background. I was expecting to see Gob here, but hey, what's up, my guy?
No,
Gob
but in
the
my
background.
defense, on that one, none of us here knew what was happening with
I think the
Pompey.
business wasn't wrong. There are animals there, and it's not safe. So in short, he's saying you pretend like you do not know.
No, guys, it's not pretentiousness. It's not so pretense. It's, I don't know if it's my algorithm. I don't know. Even the Pompey thing, up to now, still hasn't shown up on my timeline.
No,
I heard
way.
it from, what was the
No
name? The one who
way.
brought it up. Even he didn't know about the Pompey issue.
Of course I did. I brought it up.
She brought it up. What do you mean?
Ooh, it was in the talking points, dude. I posted that on my
Oh, yeah,
social
you had
media
posted
the
it, yeah.
very day
I
that
had
it
not
happened.
even heard about
In
it, not even a
fact, as soon as we wrapped,
Yeah, I remember you actually spoke.
as
Oh,
soon as-
yeah. No. You knew about it. I remember you had posted the timings
yes,
of the
yes.
building.
In fact, as soon as we wrapped shooting the Wodemaya thing, we then saw that after the phone call that we did,
They changed
They've
the-
now changed and they've now
to
put
say
last admission.
16 last admission, yeah. Guys, I really don't know how I miss these things, eh?
Are you active like on Facebook?
He is active on both.
Okay, Facebook, I
Instagram and
post
Facebook?
and I leave.
Say again.
Facebook, I post
Kalenga,
and
do
I
you
leave.
know that your phone will show how active you are on
Here's the
social
thing.
media?
Okay, check my...
Maybe if you
Okay,
say that, maybe that's why.
the
Because
phone.
a lot of things happen on Facebook.
And on Instagram, usually when I open Instagram, it's mostly comedy shows from America or South Africa or
Yeah,
podcasts.
maybe that's why.
Mostly. Remember now, Instagram will ask you what you're...
Interested in?
Yeah.
So why are you on a podcast called As a Podcast?
That's what I'm saying. I've turned all these things on. It still gives me the same things I did when I first opened the account. You know what I mean? Very few things still pop up. Dude, if I knew I was trending, I would have commented on that issue. Why would I hide that I know it's
Because
what's
you want to
going on?
sound sophisticated, bro.
Sophisticated how? What's sophisticated about not knowing?
I don't know what's happening on social media.
Jesus. What's so sophisticated about that?
No, but you know people who feel like it's a flex.
Yeah, like it's a flex.
No, I don't feel that. I
Like,
want to
oh,
know.
no,
I
I'm
genuinely
too-
want to
no,
know.
oh, no,
So
I'm
you know
too
what
busy.
I do now? I actually...
What the hell kind of phone is that? Jeez, that still works?
Oh, Mr. Flow Daddy.
Let me tell you the first time I met this dude.
When
It's
Chimweka
when we
came?
were shooting Chimweka's episode.
Not like 2 years ago.
We
You know about this? Wait, you were there?
were you there? No, it gets interesting because you had left. I leave my car keys on the table, and I'm getting ready to leave. I can't find my car keys.
Oh.
We
I remember you called
searched
me back,
the
yeah.
keys for an hour.
You called me back because you thought I could have taken your keys accidentally.
Yes.
So I came back.
Guess where the keys were?
In his pocket. You'll never forget this guy.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
I get PTSD every time I see his face.
So apparently he thought they were my keys, so he grabbed them and then, so he was so comfortable with them, thinking they're my keys,
Dude.
and he actually even helped us search. Like he was
Yeah,
helping us search.
he was helping us search.
Like the keys, and I'm like, oh that was, and not else it was making us check our pockets like
Guys,
5
check.
times.
Guys, just check your pockets. What, did you check your pockets in that day?
He checked and all he was seeing was Chimweka's keys.
I don't even know how we realized that he had.
I
I think maybe he put them out. Like, no, look,
I get PTSD every time I see this guy. So hey, speaking of tourism, apparently there was a tourist who was crushed by an elephant.
Yes.
A British tourist. Did you hear about this?
I've heard of stories like this of like tourists who've
I
died.
once saw a video of a kid that was being in Livingston who was being trampled on by an elephant. So here the story apparently goes: a British tourist named Janet Taylor Easton, 67. There's the problem right there.
Really?
The name or
This
the
should not
age?
even be
No,
funny.
the age. Because if she was young, she could have run.
Wow.
And her cousin, Alison Taylor, 67 as well.
Who managed to run?
No. Wait, hold on. Let me finish. Were trampled and killed.
Were.
Yeah, were trampled and killed in a matter of seconds during...
Wait, both?
Apparently. Wait, let me finish reading the story.
Okay.
In a matter of seconds during a walk in the safari in the South Luangwa National Park. Yeah. Wait, this happened in July of 2025. Wait, what's this
'cause
resurfacing then?
Yeah, that's why I think I heard a story like this, but it wasn't recent.
Social media buzz. This resurfaced globally with safety warnings locally mixed with tourism versus calls for stricter guidelines and protocols. Man, I think people still forget that wild animals are exactly that. Wild.
That's very true. That's very true. And for elephants, to be
Those things are deceptively fast, man.
Yeah, you think it's big, it won't move that fast?
That's what she
then-
said.
then what?
I'm saying you think it's big
It
and you think it won't move that fast?
But it does.
But it does.
Yeah, no, but elephants really. Elephants and lions are my favorite.
Your favorite?
Yeah,
Of the wild animals.
I'm just saying that the most fascinating for me. I think I love to watch videos. Actually, my algorithms bring a lot of like wildlife videos.
You see, there you go.
Especially like lions, elephants. I know a lot about these two animals because of how I've watched a lot of like documentaries about them. But it's just.
I don't know how true it is, but apparently when an elephant kills a person, it isolates itself. And in most cases, starves to death. I don't know if that's true or not.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. But I mean, those animals, even just the fact that they have such amazing memory.
My man.
Is
people will begin to think it's witchcraft. Like, of all the people here, why did the elephant single out Kalenga? Like, guys, Kalenga knows what he did to that elephant 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That ain't witchcraft.
Yeah.
I heard of a case where there was a bus that was traveling, I think to Zimbabwe, and there were elephants that were crossing.
Yeah.
And one elephant that was like walking right beside the bus stopped, turned around, broke the window, grabbed one person from the bus, and threw that person to the ground. The minute that person died, the elephant went. Never attacked anybody else.
Oh, you know that elephants, they're very majestic animals. That's why I think is the religion where they treat them like a god.
Isn't that Indians?
Yeah, one of the religions in India should be, if not Hinduism, I stand to be corrected. But,
Yeah.
But I actually feel that when I see an elephant.
That's my mom's totem.
Yeah?
Yeah, do you guys have totems here? That's my mom's totem.
Yeah, but I feel that way when I see elephants and I see like water bodies. I feel like this
Water
like
bodies, me
spiritual.
too. I love water.
Yeah, I feel like
love
this
water.
spiritual connection. But for elephants, like if you stay at Avani, they actually even tell you like there's a place like when they were building or when they were making the whole place, they had to like just demarcate a certain part of it, which
For
is like for
elephants
the
to move.
elephants, because the elephants have been moving here for years.
So it's like the corridor.
It's the corridor, so you cannot disturb that. Like they made everything and they stopped there, and then they continued afterwards because
I remember that spot.
Because elephants were most
that's-
likely destroyed.
Yeah, and that's why they just keep that for elephants. Like they even I think put like pavers or something just
For the elephants?
Yeah, like it's like that. You just can't mess with elephants. Even though they say lions are the kings of the jungle, but elephants, hey,
Yeah, I guess lions, they call the lion the king because of
the aggression,
because of the
Their
balls
lack
that they
of
have.
fear, yeah.
They're not the biggest,
yeah,
Not the
But-
smartest,
not the smartest,
not the strongest, but just the
but they have
courage.
the most courage.
yeah.
They'll go after something that once they deem something lunch, they'll go after it. That's it.
True.
Which I guess, if you really look at it, also kind of could translate into life.
And which
none
is
of
why
us are that
God
deep.
identifies himself with two animals in the Bible, the eagle and the lion.
I told you I was not going to speak about the Bible with you.
Wow, I didn't know that
Yeah.
K Plus gets that deep.
Yeah, I mean, anytime God has identified himself with an animal, it's
He's
either the
never
lion
heard
or the
that from a
eagle.
woman before.
He's never done what?
Huh?
Yeah?
Julius Malema.
Oh wow! I need to be
Change
very
topic.
careful with my words as well. Else it is. Yeah, I forgot.
Julius
What has he done
got
now?
sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Whoa, wait.
Did your algorithm give you that?
Oh wow!
So Julius was on trial for apparently shooting a gun in a crowded area when he was giving a rally. And last week he was sentenced to
Well, I saw that.
So,
It's
so
a
it was
sen- it's a
5
sentencing I
charges,
haven't seen. I saw
and
that,
he was
yeah.
sentenced to 5 years. So the other charges were fine, and the second charge was 3 years, but the 3 years would run concurrently with the 5 year. And they've obviously appealed that.
So he's in right now?
No, it's home because they've appealed that.
All right, okay.
Yeah. So until that appeal is looked at, he's home. But yeah, he was given a 5-year jail sentence. Thoughts?
Speaking of appeals, Diddy?
No, your thoughts on Julius? He has the 4th largest political party in South Africa, and you want to send someone like that to prison.
What I also found interesting was even when he was being given the sentence, he was there smiling and he even said bye bye to the judge and
And called a racist after that.
yeah, like he was smiling. Then afterwards, hey, she's a racist. And I was
I
like,
didn't
okay.
want to see her ugly face anymore.
It's like, okay. But look, Julius Malema is one of those radical, and I guess people find that entertaining. People find that entertaining to a certain extent. But then I just don't know if...
do you feel it was fair, though?
That's a tough one to say, because I've not really followed up on the circumstances that eventually led to his sentencing in terms of him pointing the gun. Because I only knew about that when he was being sentenced, and I didn't really read through like everything that happened before, so I cannot really say. But when that happened, the first thing that came to mind was I brought it back here in Zambia, where we also see this happen to especially politicians. When politicians get arrested, they feel that they're being persecuted. They feel that it's the systems that are working against them. They have a lot to say, even if people will actually cite what law they went against.
Right, they'll be like, this is persecution.
Yeah, so I think we've seen it happen. So when I saw that, and even the question you asked, because of the political party he's running, it's the same thing even in Zambia. You have like the biggest opposition. When President Nijinama was in opposition, he had like a whole treason case. You know what I mean? And people thought like, really, are you really putting the biggest opposition leader? It happened to so many people. When Michael Sata was in opposition, you'd be arrested, and people think like, do you really want to? And that says a lot, even just about what's happening in Zambia, that it continues to happen. Like it's like there's no lessons learned.
Right.
So even this government will like arrest the biggest, or whoever that is going to be the biggest. It happens. Even the next. So you begin to wonder, like, why do we keep on going through this? Because and the funny thing is, for politicians, I actually think politicians sort of enjoy it, because it gives them the amount of free mileage, like
free publicity.
The media is there. Everyone who comes to visit you, it's just adding on news. The people who didn't know about you will be like, okay, who is this person, and why is the government targeting them? You know, like, why is the government so interested in this person? So they get a lot of mileage from that. And now politicians have a saying that if you do not get arrested, then you have not really passed through the books or
the proper rights of passage.
Which also, it's not really related, but it kind of is. Did you see that when the cyber laws were passed, it's now apparently, allegedly, correct me if I'm wrong, because you're in radio, so you fact check these things, illegal to publicize a call out that you get from the police?
I haven't fact checked that, but it could be, because I mean, with the cyber laws, there's so many things involved. Like, you know, even if Elson, you owe me money, I can't go and post you and say, hey, Elson owes me money, because then now you can actually owe me money, but you can still have me arrested.
Yeah.
On top of you owing me money.
Well, is defamation in Zambia civil or criminal?
For defamation, so defamation...
It's criminal, right, in Zambia?
Well, criminal defamation was abolished, but that was criminal defamation of the president.
No, if you defame me publicly and I sue.
Oh my goodness! And I had this conversation with someone just a few days ago. But I think it can be both. I think it can be both.
Do you know Kalenga? Or you just know about the Bible
and the Quran?
No, but I think it can be both, because it's like I think even this same issue of the Chichi Mutale Mwanza.
That was defamation, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was criminal.
Yeah,
so that's why the state was involved.
Yeah, so they go.
But you can also have like a civil.
Yeah,
so
for
I think it can be both.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be both.
What were you saying about your BFF, Diddy?
Oh yeah, the appeal. Remember, he was given 4 years. Diddy was given 4 years.
For what?
For prostitution across federal lines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he appealed just a few days ago.
Yeah.
Citing people who've committed the same crime have only gotten months.
It's called the Mann Act.
Yeah, the Mann Act. So the appeal is, and the judges will be given their decision, I think, later this week or next week. So
but that's right. Nobody who's ever been charged with the same thing
has gotten years. It's months and days or weeks.
And most have actually been acquitted. Nobody has actually been to jail, from what I understand. Maybe they might have been. And he might be the first who is facing something similar.
Yeah, so the defense have they laid their case late last week, saying if nobody has ever gotten more than a few months, why was Diddy given 4 years over the same issue? So in the appeal, they're hoping he'll be given just a few months plus time served, and he should come out.
Speaking of courts, I don't know if you plan on talking about it, but while we are on it,
Yeah.
what do you guys think about the non-bailable sexual offences? Did you see that? Because that's
I
also been
did.
a big story.
I did. I feel that's a
Well, I don't know if K Plus saw it, but since he doesn't
Yeah,
see
he's
these
never on
things,
social media.
did you see
I honestly
K Plus?
didn't see it.
Okay, can I explain it to him?
Please.
Yeah, please.
Go ahead.
So, there was an enactment that was
Is it proposed? Is it passed?
yeah, it's passed. It's a law now.
Okay.
It's a constitutional amendment. So, sexual offences. There's been a list of non-bailable offences.
Offences.
So, right now, I think we all know murder is non-bailable. If you're accused of murder, you can't get no bail.
Right.
So now there's been new offences that have been added, and
Wasn't
sexual
there a
offences.
couple that was being charged with murder that is out? A famous couple?
Maria Zalomis and
Yeah.
I think her partner. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was reduced to manslaughter.
Okay. So as you're explaining?
Yeah, so they've added, out of a number of offences, they've added sexual offences. So that's rape, incest, defilement. So if you commit any of these, if you're accused even, or you're a suspect,
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
You can be
Yeah,
be
but they should
arrested.
add to that false accusation of rape. A charge that should be upon a girl that accuses you falsely of rape.
Whatever
She
charge,
should get the sentence of the person
whatever
she accuses wrongly.
whatever sentence the person who's being accused was going to get,
She should get.
she should get.
That's something they should add to it as well.
Or he.
Because too many brothers
And
are going
here's
to
the other
prison
thing.
for rape they didn't commit.
We only assume that rape is against women.
Yeah.
And sexual assault, we always assume it is against women. Do you know that in Zim, there were 3 women that used to move around and rape men?
I'm sure there were men just waiting in the streets. for
I'm
this.
not joking about that. I'm not laughing at your joke. I ain't laughing at your joke.
No, but guys, come on. We're talking about how rare these things are.
Anyway,
There must have been. Anyway.
I feel it's a slippery slope. We have seen what has happened to DJ Fresh. We have seen what has happened to Tola
Tola
Small.
Small.
They were accused of rape and they were acquitted. When the accusation came, they lost their jobs, they lost brand
Endorsements,
deals,
you know.
endorsements, and all that. And when they are acquitted, do you think they got any of that back? When you're accused of rape, the court of public opinion will go crazy. We used to see Chimweka dancing with girls on boats. or
Little did
whatever
we
it
know.
is.
Oh,
Little
wow.
did we know.
You just had to bring in the boat thing. Wow.
Because you're with Edna there. Aye.
Oh, yeah. I thought
Who
were
are
talking
you
about a
thinking?
different- No, it's okay.
Nigga, people
If you
just
don't know,
begin
then
to
that's okay.
confess. No, I've seen them. I just didn't want to mention them.
Nice one.
A
Nice
hit
one.
dog will holler. So, the point that I'm trying to make here is this. Police, their job is to apprehend somebody. Their job is not to judge whether or not you did it. So if you are accused,
Even in the slightest.
not convicted, you are in jail until your court case ends.
And the court of public opinion will have a field day on your ass because people just assume.
I don't know why
this
you're
is
talking
true.
about ass when we're talking about rape. Yeah, you're saying?
But so here's the thing. So I personally I don't fully support making them non-bailable.
Yeah.
But those who support it have made a couple arguments, and I'll try to play devil's advocate.
I
for
know
now.
what you're about to say, but go ahead.
Number one, because you raise different points, and they always raise points from those points.
Uh-huh.
So one of the first points they argue, in the part of the accusations, they argue that you cannot compare the number of people who've been falsely accused to those that have actually done it. They are in the minority. People are getting raped, defiled, or whatever, it's incest, so often, and majority of those times, those people have actually done it. Whereas those people are falsely accused.
No.
You could probably even count how many
Chimweka,
there are.
The issue here is not should the issue go to court or not.
You are locked up until the
You
court
are
case
locked
starts.
up until the court makes its decision.
It could take 3 years. They just
So yes, you have done it, right?
Yes.
or not.
Or not.
Yeah.
The issue here is until that issue is decided, where should you be?
So so even with bail or no bail, right? And from my understanding, why they could have made it non-bailable. The fear is that, number one, and it's happened before where somebody has been accused, and when they're out on bail, you interfere with witnesses.
I thought that's where we're about to go.
Bribe people.
Now that
you manipulate the host, and this actually happens. If you see the story of there's that man who had like 3 wives, one even died, and then I think he was even a pastor. He had defiled his own daughter, one of his daughters, and the 3 wives went to the police and they offered to bribe them. So they also had their own case because they were trying to bribe the police. So these are things that actually happen. And this man was actually living inside. So what more now if he's out there?
No, I was about to bring that up, that if interference with witnesses doesn't always happen when somebody's outside, right? You can do it even when you're inside. Yeah. That's number one. Number two is the minute that you do that, not only are you catching an extra charge, but at that point, you're taken back to jail.
But that's if they find you. Because and the thing is, some people get away with these things. They'll talk to people in the family, and next thing.
What do you mean fined? Like you'll be a flight risk, you run away?
That could also be possible. But also even just the issue of interfering. Like it's easier because if you can do it while you're behind bars, what more now if you're in society and you can actually meet these people?
I understand. No, I understand. The point that I'm trying to make here is it cannot be a one size fits all.
Yeah.
Right? If a person is out on bail, people are given conditions. There are people who, when they're out on bail, they're told, report to the police every 5 days. That is a condition.
You can't leave town.
There are people who, when they're out on bail, depending on what you've been accused of, you cannot drink, you cannot go on social media, etc. So one of those should be, you cannot do 1, 2, 3, 4. The minute that you do that, and you're found out, you're locked back in. And you can't get bail now.
So the other argument that those in support of this are saying, they're saying the defense that has come through from a lot of men especially shows the high levels of patriarchy that we have in this country, in this world. That you're seeing a lot of men who now, they feel so vulnerable. That's why they're so worried. Like this is a time when men are feeling vulnerable, and now and it's almost looking like those who are supporting this are beginning to look like they're supporting perpetrators, because that's how they're seeing it. Like,
That's the biggest problem now. You know what, bruh? We live in such we're all almost the same age here. We live, so you can begin. I said almost.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, and what's sad is what was normalized back then. When you look at it now, you're like, that was rapey. There's such a thing called date rape, but when it happened, and if you describe date rape to a person who was born in the 90s or in the 80s, they'll be like, that used to happen a lot, right? But when you look back at it, you're like, no, that was actually pretty bad. When you look at a lot of the things that are considered rape, it's possible for you to rape your wife.
Yeah, true.
There are people who say, no, she's my wife, so it's impossible
when I
for
want,
me to...
she has to...
Yes, so it is possible for you to rape your wife, that's number one. Number two, you can invite a girl over to your house. She willingly comes. You can propose sex to her, and she says yes. 10 minutes into it, she says stop. If you don't, that's rape.
In fact, there's a girl who post went viral. There's a girl, Monica Banda, I remember. She posted something saying, now if a man invites me over and doesn't give me money for transport, I'm going to report him for rape. She literally posted this. And people are like, really?
And you know what? It is not up to the police to determine if you raped or not. They just come to your house. Are you Chimweka? Yes. Get in there. And if your court case takes 6 months to conclude, you are in jail for 6 months.
And that's what the problem has been, because those who are arguing, and I've talked to a lot of lawyers. You know, well, I was having this discussion on TV the other day, and I was trying to find lawyers who are in support of this. I struggled. There are also some lawyers who I know are affiliated to the UPND and the government of the day, who I always think they'll always support whatever law is enacted. I try to call some of them, and they're like, no, I'm not in support, because the world is moving away from these non-bailable cases. Because we have, in the same constitution, it's Article 18, that says you're innocent until proven guilty. I know that sometimes is a problem, because you can literally see somebody murdering someone right in front of you, and they are deemed innocent until the court proves them guilty, and they have to go through the due process of the law. And I know that sometimes frustrates people, because sometimes they're like, hey, just lock them up already. But whether they like it or not, they have to go through that. So
the due process,
The concern from the legal minds and many others is we have a justice system, like you were saying, there's all these postponements.
Correct.
And all these adjournments.
Correct.
So while all this is happening, someone will be
Inside.
and they might even be innocent, but you only find out
3 years after the court case.
much, much later. There was a case, Flobo has reminded me of a case of an actor. This happened to an actor in the Leo, what's his name, Flo? Leo what? Leo. Anyway, he's the one who played Mushala. I don't know if you've watched.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, that case, yeah.
He was accused of, I think, should have been rape. And that
Zambian?
Zambian, yeah.
Zambian guy.
He's a known guy, I think.
And was he acquitted?
He was, because there wasn't enough evidence. But this took a while, and now imagine what he did for his reputation.
That's
everything
precisely what
he went
I'm
through.
saying. And how long did it take?
Oof, it took a while. That thing took a while, eh?
What's a while? A year?
Probably like a year plus.
Now
if I'm
imagine
mistaken.
a year, okay plus. Imagine a year in your inside.
Yeah, so that's one of the issues. But we know what's interesting about this same constitutional amendment. Those are not the only offences that are there.
Yeah.
And again, those who are arguing are saying, why is everyone just talking about the sexual offences? Did you know that stock theft was added?
Stock theft?
Yeah, like if you steal like livestock.
You know what's crazy? Do you know that in
It's
Zim?
non-bailable
Do you know
now.
that in Zim, if you steal livestock,
Yeah.
the sentence that you'll get is so severe that in other countries you get such a sentence for murder.
Yeah, I mean,
So basically, you get 20 years for.
Stealing a cow.
and it looks like we're going. I mean, our president is very passionate about farming, and he keeps his own livestock. So I think it is.
Oh, so you touched
very
my cows, eh?
easy motivation.
Yeah.
and obviously where it comes from, that is like, I mean,
Wealth.
Yes,
Gold.
I'm half Tonga, so I know
Also, you're playing with my cows now.
how deep it is, and it's a very serious thing. It's like now in places like Muchinga and also Eastern Province, motorbike theft.
Yeah.
People are now burning people alive if
That's
if you are
Nakonde,
found-
bro. That's common in
If
Nakonde.
you've stolen it's
A
very common
motorbike.
there. Yeah,
Nakonde,
motorbike.
yeah.
They find you, they burn you alive, like mob justice.
That's a Ferrari that side. Hey.
It's a big deal. And the thing is, the theft, stealing motorbikes there is so common. But that's a story for another day. But back to the offences. So there's stock theft now.
There's murder.
Murder has always been there.
Yeah,
But
there's
the
rape.
additional
amendment.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also, here's an interesting one. There's mineral theft.
So let me ask you a question. So
Yeah.
when you steal livestock,
Yeah.
they are scared that you're going to interfere with witnesses again.
So-
Or the cow that you have stolen.
So I think the initial.
That's
so-
what you bright and now there's no evidence.
So I think one of the reasons why these were added, it was seen as a mechanism to curb would-be offenders, to deter would-be offenders.
Okay. So yeah, go on with the list.
Yeah.
Go on
So
with
that
the
was
list.
that was the argument. There were actually a lot of activists who pushed for a lot of these offenses to be added. But anyway, mineral theft is there.
Mineral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My lawyer was telling me that even things like what do you call it? Like stealing cosmetics.
Huh?
Yeah.
Makeup.
Makeup.
It's non-bailable?
Yeah. Condoms.
What are you talking about, Chimweka?
Yeah. Well, that's what he was. he
But
explained that to me.
guys, if someone is stealing a condom, they're really trying to protect their lives. And guess what's going to happen to you in jail?
So there's a lot there. But
There's
also,
a lot of sex in jail.
But a lot of the theorists, the conspiracy theorists, especially from the political side, have seen it as sort of a disadvantage, that it could be used to also stop political players. So, for example, if you want to run for president and I see that you are really coming strong, we can throw something on you like, hey, I also stole some minerals.
And
this
it's
side.
non-bailable, so you're not going to campaign because you're going to be
So if
in the chooks.
if the election is on the 13th of August, and it's non-bailable, and that's a concern because you see with laws they're supposed to stand the test of time. So others are arguing that look, it might not this president now might not even do it, but it could be someone in future who might want to misuse or abuse the law. Because sometimes laws are made. Like for example, even this former president's act that stopped the former president, the sixth Republican president, from getting his benefits. It was enacted in like the mid 1990s, and it was the second Republican president trying to somehow stop. It was believed he was trying to stop the first Republican president from contesting. So You know, so he says, look, if you come back into politics, you're not getting your benefits.
Guys.
But now look at how it's affected people years later.
Years later.
And
Yeah.
the people that were, most of the people were there, probably not even alive to see the consequences
It's a pendulum
of
swing,
something
my
like
man.
that, you know.
So, listen, on Thursday, Kalenga and I have got a very important, special, so far, arguably the biggest guest that we've had on the podcast. They have said we cannot say who it is.
Yep.
Or where it is being shot. But yeah, it is arguably, after 200 and something episodes, the biggest one that we've had so far.
You guys are interviewing the president?
You never know.
You never know.
Did you guys see the call we did with the president? Did you see
We
it?
did.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
no, I don't think it was staged.
Thank you.
I don't think it was staged.
Thank you.
I could tell. The president picks up the phone, and you could tell with the way that he greets the caller, and the guy then says to him, "You are live on TV." Maybe it is just me, but I could hear a bit of, he was a little annoyed. Like, nigga, you do not do that shit. How do you not give me a heads up?
Yeah. No, you
Could
know,
you pick that up, or it was just me?
No, that's literally what happened. So, you know, we were having a conversation. At that time, there was a big story that the president is unwell, right?
Yeah, we heard.
And there was also another story that the farmers had not received their monies, like for the maize that they supplied to FRA from the previous farming season. And a lot of farmers were upset. So we had the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Information, Thabo Kawana, on the show. So we were probing him on these two things. Like,
What time of day were you recording this?
This was live. It wasn't even recorded. It was live.
Yeah,
It was
what
a
time?
live show.
What
It was,
time?
the show is at 21. 21 hours, Diamond Live. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 21. So, like, today while we're recording, I have the show tonight.
Right.
So, it was at 21. And we are asking all these questions. Then I think my co-host asked the question about the president's health again. And then Mr. Kawana he just goes on his phone.
And then you ask, are you calling the president?
Yeah, and then he starts dialing his phone, and I'll sit next to him. So I'm also asking a question, but he's on his phone. You ask him a question, but he's on his phone. And I'm thinking, what is so important that he's literally on his phone? And I just saw PH. It was written there, like an icon came PH. And then the phone is ringing. And so I asked him, say, are you calling the president? And the first thing he says is, no. He says no.
Yeah, he says
because he was thinking, the president might not pick up. But if he picks up, then I'll say yes. And that's what happened, because he calls the president picks up. Then he says, good evening, Your Excellency. You are live on Diamond TV. I'm with Chimweka and Andrew, and they were just asking me about your health. And then the president starts speaking. He says, come on, are you really believing those? And then now, Mr. Kwana says, Mr. President, you're live. You know, almost reminding him, like, before you say anything.
Yeah.
But I wonder what the president's going to say. Are you really believing those what? I wonder what.
Right.
I wonder what he's going to say, because that's why he ended like, are you really believing those? I'm like, Mr. President, you're live.
Because why did he cut him off?
You see? And that's how you also know that it was live, because the president was about to say something, and then he had to, like, come in and say, whoa.
But it must be interesting for him to call him at 9. You must really know that this guy is up at this time.
Yeah, and you know, but the president also said this before, that he follows what goes on, like he's on his phone, and so on. Because even after that happened, we had time to ask him questions. We spoke with him, and then after the show was done, we were all like, we were at this moment like, what? Did this just?
What just happened?
What just happened?
Was that your first time speaking to the president?
No.
In such a manner, though.
No. I've had a few interactions with him.
When was the first?
The first time was when he just. Funny enough, I never had like a direct interaction before he was president, but when he was just announced, there was a time. I was invited to Community House where he lives, and there was like a meeting that was going on, and then the media was also invited, and I happened to be invited at the time. And yeah, I even have like a selfie with him. At that time, COVID was still kind of a thing.
So he had a mask on.
He had a mask on even, but we took a selfie. I also had a mask on. Yeah, that was my first time. Then I emceed an event also where I got to meet him.
After he was president?
Yeah, after he was president, as Republican president.
Yeah.
It was, I think, one of these youth days, and then he attended. So afterwards, I had a moment with him. So
did he remember you? Oh, no, of course not, because you had your mask
on. Okay, we didn't really. We just like went into a conversation, and that's the thing. Like I think he loves conversations. I think.
Oh yeah.
Because even during the interview, like we kept on telling him, like, okay, Mr. President, we didn't plan for this
But
call.
he
We
kept
have
going.
to end the show now. And he said, like, look, when you guys make more time, call me and let's talk. So after the interview, we're now interacting, because even the PS, I can tell you this, he was actually telling us, like, okay, I was not sure if he was going to pick up. In fact, PS was like, I'm actually glad he picked up, because if he didn't, imagine how the PS
was going to
along.
fuel the rumor that he's unwell.
Also, it would have been a bad look for him. Like, maybe he's not in good books with the president. The president can pick up his call.
Yeah.
So that also may have also worked for him. But afterwards, people do not know this. The president actually called him back. He calls
To say never do that again.
No. He said these are the president's words. He says, "Tabo, I didn't expect that. That was very unexpected. But how was it?"
Oh my God. Was he sweating when he said that? Because that means why unachita so?
No, but he was not like complaining, because he responded.
The few
and
instances.
then I think he was like, we need to let people know. Like, he just went on, like, we're just having that conversation. Like, we need to let people know some of these things. That people are spreading too many rumors. Like, and he was even asking the PS, like, why are people talking about being like this? Like, do people want me dead or what?
No, you're the president.
Yeah, and that's what I told him when he asked. Because he also asked me a question on air, like, why are people saying this? I'm like, I do not know why. I can't speak for them, but we are the president. So, but he asked the PS the same thing. It's like, why are people saying
Do you
these
know how
things,
many times people said Mugabe was dead before he actually died? Every 2-3 months.
I'm sure by the time he fell off the stage, or was it tripped?
Every 2-3 months, bro.
He
There'll be
died.
a rumor that he's died. So, I mean, it happens to even Trump. Just the other day, I think like a couple of months ago, they had said Trump is unwell. He's cancelled 4 of the important meetings that he was supposed to have. He has not been seen in public.
All of us always wondered why, even if like a head of state is unwell, like, is this thing like you have to keep like a top secret? Because we've had presidents who've been unwell for real.
Yeah.
And they
Because we
eventually
always
died.
assume there's going to be some instability,
Like,
politically.
and it
you know
starts
what I mean?
like a
There
rumor.
is, even on the stock, even in the stock market.
Stock markets, yeah.
Yeah, it always starts as a rumor, and that's why maybe Zambians have been, because I remember even my dad asking me about this. Is it true the president is not well? My mom kept on asking, is it true? But I understand, because we've gone through this before, where it starts as a rumor. Because even for late President Manawasa, it started as a rumor. He's died, he's unwell, whatever. Even Michael Sata.
Took him like a week to tell us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even Michael Sata, same thing. Like, he said, he's unwell. And I remember even the current president doing press briefings and saying, if the president is unwell, let us know so we keep him in our prayers. Those were his actual words.
You know?
And he said it as a rumor. The president is unwell. And then I think like a month or so later, the man died. So I think Zambians
Which man?
Michael Sata.
Oh, okay.
As president. So I think people have trust issues. So now when they hear a rumor, people don't know whether to take it like as gospel truth or not. Because in the past, there were also rumors that were being dismissed. People were just being told, no, come on, that's bogus, that's not true. A month or so later, a head of state dies. So I think people have got that kind of trauma.
PTSD.
Yeah.
The one that I didn't see coming, though, was ECL. That one I didn't see coming.
Yeah.
That was a shock.
We never expected it.
Yeah, that was quite a...
That was, man, that was
blow.
crazy. That was crazy. Anything else that's happening? Your side? That's interesting.
Hey.
You're on radio every day? Dude, tell me something. You being on radio,
Yeah.
do you actually really, truly give your true opinions on issues and topics? Be honest.
I think I do. But I understand also that certain conversations that I know are very sensitive. So what I do is, and those who follow me will agree, and I've actually even done it, even on the show. So what I do is I just present what the different parties are saying. I'll point out the arguments of those who agree and those who disagree.
And you let people make their own
Yeah, and then
take
people
a
make
neutral stance.
I usually take, especially for sensitive issues. Like
Neutrality is key on radio.
This one does a dance for the bag. You dance for the bag.
What do you mean? I pick a side?
Whoever's paying you.
In politics? On radio? What are you talking about?
Oh, I see what you mean. But no, I think for you shouldn't be ashamed to say that.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Maybe haven't you gotten like money from political parties?
Be very careful.
Look,
Oh,
okay.
hold on.
No.
Hold on. Chimweka, chill. Let him answer.
No, no.
Hold on. Let him answer. Can we zoom in on his face, please?
I take money
Chill.
from all political parties because they advertise with me.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
There's a radio station that needs to make money. So whoever comes, it's a commercial radio station.
Is that what they term it as? Like, hey, just say this for the radio station.
No. When you're a commercial radio station, even Diamond TV will have everyone on radio.
Phoenix,
On TV, sorry. Diamond TV.
There's a
Radio
platform
Phoenix.
also that
It's a
that
platform.
Good
yeah.
save. Good save.
No, it's a platform.
Good save.
It's a commercial radio station. We accept from everyone.
Good save.
But we give a disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed by
You
this
have to.
political party are theirs and not the radio station.
And the IB actually put out a reminder that
we need
all
to-
broadcasters
Exactly.
need to be doing that. You need to
Yeah.
give a... Although, especially during interviews, it doesn't exactly protect you from being prosecuted. So, you know,
Is the camera on me right now? Yes. Okay. Are you sure? Yes. All right, cool. So listen, I'm going to be watching this live with you guys. For the next 60 seconds, I'm going to pick two people to take to the recording with Kalenga and I.
This Thursday.
If you can correctly guess who it is that we are going to be sitting down with, and we are not going to say in the comments who the person is, but we will reach out to you in your DMs. So in the
Because
next
it
60
goes down in the
in the next
DM.
60 seconds,
goes down.
if you say who it is we're interviewing, we're picking two people. So clock starts now.
You're picking two people.
Yeah, only two
That we
people.
want to go with. We have a total of how many? 20 that we can go with?
So no, they have chosen 15.
Or they have their own. Plus
They
our-
have chosen
plus
15
us.
plus us. So you, me, the crew doesn't count.
Okay.
So we've got three people
plus
in
the
the crew,
guests that we're bringing along.
plus the guests that we're bringing along. And if we...
Okay, no, I don't think it's the president.
Why?
That's too many people for you guys to invite for the president.
Hey, man, listen.
You never know.
Listen.
Really?
We are the biggest podcast for a reason.
So now you're saying it's the president.
And we need this done today as you watch this because of certain documents, protocols and yeah.
Okay. But
So
if
60
it's
seconds
gonna
is
be a
up.
president, that's
If
dope.
there's anybody who's correctly predicted, we're going to choose two people.
So which direction, if you guys are to interview the president, would you take a political direction? Would you?
You can't run
keep
away from
social?
it. But what I want is I want to know him as a person, who he is as a person, because I kind of feel people don't actually truly know who he is as a person. You know what I mean? I want to know, most importantly, I want to know who his barber is. That's a very consistent person. Have you ever seen him with a hair? When last did you see him with a hairstyle apart from what he has on right now?
He's very consistent.
We asked Gary Combo.
Yeah.
And Gary Combo told us who the barber is.
The wife.
The wife.
For real.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the president looks like he's one of those people who's very
Disciplined.
particular about the people around him.
I think so
he's
too.
Very, very particular.
But like paranoid?
I was talking to somebody.
I wouldn't really say paranoid, but I think at that level, yeah, you have to be really.
If you could speak
You
to the
really
if you
have
could
to
speak
be.
to the president and ask him 3 questions, what would you ask him?
3 questions.
Yeah. Number 1.
I would have to ask these questions to him directly because the questions I have for him are.
Now just put it out there.
And
Put it in the
you know
universe.
he's coming to your platform very soon. So
Put it out there.
you want to save them for that day?
Dude, why are you doing that? He was
No,
about
he's
to
saying
answer.
he's not gonna.
I was about to convince him to say it.
I'd probably, yeah, it's good just to. I'd probably ask a political question. I'll ask a social.
What
and
social
a
question would you
personal-
ask?
Personal. Keeps calling me. Oh,
He keeps calling you?
The president?
my wife keeps calling me.
Which one?
Hi, I'll call you back. It's a long story. I'm on that Z podcast. It wasn't planned, but I'll call you back. Okay, I'll explain. It's a long story.
This guy's always explaining.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. You're always explaining, aren't you?
That's why I find myself in cafe. Receiving calls like, hey, how are you in cafe? I'm like, okay, it's a long story. I explained to you. The
Wait,
boys
nigga, you're
just
married
came
again?
through. Sorry?
You're married again?
But I think last time I told you I'm married. I'm married to my work.
So this was your work calling?
Well, there's a lot of work here, I can tell you that. Yeah. But yeah, so as social, I think I would ask him about, I'll ask him about like marriage, eh?
What about it?
Because number one, he's been married for so long, and he still seems like a gentleman.
Aren't your parents married?
Yeah, they are.
So why would you want to ask?
No. I'd like to ask him because I can also sort of relate to him in the sense that he's been in the public eye for a long time. You know what I mean? And the truth is, you guys know this. There's a lot of things happen when you're in the public, and worse so for him, who's been a wealthy man for so long. He's got
Access to everything.
he's got money, and you know, money attracts a lot of things,
Like?
and people.
Yes. A specific gender.
You know what I mean? And for him, even more so that, like I mentioned, I'm half Tonga.
Now, can you imagine the combination?
I know how my Tonga brothers.
The combination of money and power.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
And also being Tonga.
I see what you did there.
No, but yeah, because I mean,
He's
Tongas
given
are
to
generally known
polygamy,
for,
yeah.
like polygamy. And I think he's talked about this before, that people have also thought he's going to have like multiple wives. Because I mean, where he grew up, that
And
was
nobody
a
can
normal
stop him
thing.
if he
That was
wanted.
a very normal thing.
Nobody can stop him.
So the
if
fact
he
that he's
wanted
had
to.
one wife, he's got money, he's got power,
Cows.
like that's not easy.
No.
Also, I don't. Do you think you'd have managed?
Of course, man. What you talking about? What you taking me for?
Watch his face when he says this.
What you
So
taking me
I would like to know how he's managed to get past that, because that's a lot.
What would you ask him?
And there's a lot that we know about that man. So
Just 3 things. Or 2. Or 1.
politically, what kept him going after losing elections so many times? That's a political one. Personal, about his children,
What about them?
how he's managed to raise such grounded kids.
How do you know they are?
Well, would have heard about them in the news, like we heard about some president's kids sometime
No,
back. You
not
know what
really.
I mean?
Not really. Just because you don't hear about them. Dude, let me tell you something.
No. But dude, anybody who's close to him will tell you those kids are like extremely grounded because of how
Let
he's
me
raised
tell
them.
you something. The things you read about that happened in Zambia on Mwewantu are nowhere near close to the extent of the death and filth. The most horrendous
No, but that's what
things-
I would ask. What I would ask him,
No, I hear
and
you.
from that, another conversation
Okay,
would grow
okay,
from there.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, that's fair.
I can't think of anything right now, but I know something would come up as we converse.
What about you? What about you? When you converse, when he comes on the show?
Yeah, I know a lot would come out because one question leads to another, then another, then another. So
You didn't see what he just did there.
Yeah, he didn't. It's fine.
what's that?
And,
So
and you,
it's okay,
Elfred?
it's okay. You're tired. My last, before we wrap, you're an MC, radio,
TV.
TV. What else? What are we looking
I
at?
tried to keep it away from what else, actually. I deliberately tried to. I've been offered like so many things. Like, people trying to make me start DJing, eh? I was like, no, it'll be too many things. Others tried to make me
You
start
wear
acting.
yourself thin. You will wear.
Yeah. I was like,
You
no,
are
I
literally
don't.
doing everything.
Nah, not even.
Which one do you enjoy the most out of what you do? Because also the number of corporate events that I've seen you at, the number of entertainment gigs that I've seen you host.
Yeah. I actually say, I on my Facebook, one of my platforms, I put Zambia's most versatile
Yeah.
MC.
So what do you enjoy the most?
When it comes to
I have
MC,
an idea.
When it comes to MCing, definitely I enjoy the corporate events because they definitely have
They pay more?
They pay more
And they're shorter.
and they're shorter. That's the amazing thing. Like they pay more and they're shorter.
That's what I love
entertainment
about them
gigs
as well, yeah.
Pay less, but
And they're long.
Like
You got a festival the whole day
Yeah.
for half what you make in a corporate event for 30 minutes. You know what I
corporate
mean?
event, you literally do three hours or less or 4. You're done, and the bag
paycheck is double what you make at a festival.
Is bigger. So, I mean, from that, but also I enjoy the entertainment events because there's a lot of, you have a lot of fun, you know. Sometimes, you know, my friends, I'm always telling my friends this, guys, I'm going to work. For example, I'm emceeing Davido, I'm emceeing Jaru. My friend, hey guys, let's go. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Yo, we're going, bro. We're going. I'm like, guys,
It's work.
you guys are coming to
Chill, play.
I'm working.
Yeah.
For them, it's a chill. So I do enjoy both, actually.
This goes for the both of you. When you're emceeing a corporate event, right? Do you infuse jokes into your hosting?
I don't have a K plus, but I always do.
Yeah, I find event appropriate jokes, especially client appropriate jokes. I mean, for example, if I'm emceeing like a Zesco event, I'll find jokes that are connected to electricity or some power generation kind of joke.
Now here's the next question. You are emceeing a Zesco event and you crack a joke.
Right.
And there's 100 people in the room. It is not going to land the same with everyone.
With everyone, yeah.
So
Definitely.
how then are you going to know what joke is going to be appropriate and well received?
So here's how I know. I never plan the jokes, actually. For a corporate event, I never plan like, oh, it's a Zesco, let me crack a joke about electricity or whatever. I never plan. But along the way, I remember what they call like situational. So along the way, there's something that will always happen that everyone in the room is thinking.
Yeah.
And then
I do that as well.
And then I'll say something about it, and everyone will, or at least most people will laugh because they thought the same thing. Like maybe what example can I give? Like maybe the person went and they had a hard time like turning the microphone on, and then later they manage, and then they are done. And then, for example, if the man's name was Mr. Mike Banda, I'm like, wow, it's interesting how Mike
cannot turn the mic on.
You know, you say something like you just be like situational.
Yeah.
And, like people were thinking it, or you just have like different situations. That's how I go about it.
Makes sense.
But and the thing is also because you remember that you're not really the fact that they hired you, they didn't really expect like a comedian.
Yeah. They knew who they were hiring.
They knew who they were hiring.
Why do you think corporates hire you?
I think I've marketed myself as a good speaker, and most of the time when I go to events, it's not for the jokes, like he's saying. So when you get there, it's about how well you speak and how well you can represent a brand. I always market myself as someone who can represent your brand when I go on stage. So it's mostly
Represent
about that.
to who?
To themselves.
So why do they need their brand represented to themselves? Because they are the brand.
Seems like it's a job interview now. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No, I'm trying to understand why do you
me?
think? Yeah,
no.
Why
Because
me?
remember, a lot of these events, they invite a lot of other people to attend the events. You know what I mean? For example, most companies don't have that many employees, so they invite a lot of guests to have fun with them. So when I'm on stage, I'm representing their company to the guests that they've invited. You know
But
what
also,
I mean? There's that too. There's so many elements to
true.
it anyway.
Because the thing also, I've come to realize that there's certain events, sometimes I think like you get booked and you're like, this was such a simple job. Like you think that, okay, even maybe someone from within their team would have done that. But then you get to realize that they'll book probably K Plus or myself or whoever, like to add like, so maybe like they follow him on that Z podcast.
Yeah.
So
bring that flavor
So
to
it's
the-
like they're bringing. I think it adds some certain value to the event. Like, oh, they even had K Plus as a host. So those who just see K Plus on the podcast get to interact with K Plus. So it's like an added advantage for those people there.
Because the reason why I asked you that question, Kalenga, again, there's so many people who are going to watch this, right?
Right.
And some I don't know that you're a host. Some obviously do know. I was in a, he knows this because I've said this to his face several times. I was in a boardroom. And in the boardroom were so many other people. And we were doing the MasterCard launch. So everything has already been said. They're bringing Mafiki Zolo, etc. And the whole planning is done, right? And the last thing is hosts. And it was Lulu who spoke about the host. Because people were about to leave. Then Komba turns around and says, This is the only comment I'll say about the host. There's only one condition that we're going to have a host, and that is it's going to be Chimweka. If he's unavailable, we're not going to have a host. And hence why I then said, I don't know if I've asked you the question, what then is it that you think people would have such a strong opinion and stance? You know what I mean?
Oof. I think it's just, I know it sounds cliche, but I think it's just God.
People told you about what I've just said.
Yeah. I arrived at the event. No, actually, I was being told this from before, because when the people were booking me, I think they were booking me through an agency. They called me, and now I don't know if I should say this, but I was actually booked for that late, and I got a call, and they're asking if I'm available. Fortunately, that time I was on leave. So I was definitely home. I'm just chilling. I was about to get back to work. So I had that 1 week where I was doing nothing. And then they're calling me and they're telling me, the boss really wants you. But I thought it's just one of those things people say. Like, please, Draken, if you're with the flu, it's fine. Just come through. I'm like, well, okay, what is this insistence about? And the next thing they're telling me, there's a meeting happening. I think it was the same meeting you're talking about. And I couldn't attend because I only knew about these things late.
Right.
But I think after the meeting, she called again, like, Chimweka, you have to come through, and she starts giving me all this information. Then when I get to the event, I met VGZ. He was also in the meeting.
Yeah.
He told me the same thing. I met Suse from Power. She was telling me the same thing. And then Elson tells me the same thing as well. I'm like, this really happened? This is, and I actually asked Komba himself, because I spoke with him. I'm like, people keep telling me this, and he said something like, look, you're amazing what you do. I love what you do, and also. He says he's one person who loves to promote young people as well. He believes in.
So he thinks you're still young.
I am young.
Also, how old do you think Chimweka is?
45.
Oh wow. Well, sometimes I feel like I've lived like I'm 45. But yeah, so that happened, and I was really happy that happened, and I mean, thanks to Komba for that. And sometimes I think to myself, because sometimes social media can get very negative, that you feel like these things don't happen. People might be against you or something like that. Because I mean, sometimes I come across different things about myself. But what's interesting is when I meet corporates,
Right.
and decision makers, it's like a different feeling. It almost feels like they don't even know what's going on. They're like K+.
Can we?
Oh, wow, Chimweka.
No, literally, they're just okay. One moment, you're posted this side. The next day, you get a corporate gig. You're like, okay, this. So I think it also just says a lot about how people sometimes will say things online, but even the same people will meet you in person and they'll show love.
I've told him to his face that I feel Kalenga is one person who is very passionate.
No, he is.
I
I
feel.
have passion on things that I do. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm talking about you, not to you. I feel
Yeah, let me look away.
the thing with this dude is when Kalenga wants something from you, he's like a dog with a bone. He is relentless.
He's from Coppola.
I've seen him try several things, and whatever it is that he has tried, it has begun to take off. You know what I mean? People would then begin to gravitate towards whatever it is that he's then decided to do. And I've heard him speak. I've heard him MC. And I feel like the more and more that you do it, the more natural and comfortable on stage you get. So, sky is the limit.
Yeah, I
He's,
think
he's from Coppola. That's what they do.
And I
That's what they
feel,
do.
correct me if I'm wrong, you went through a phase where you're trying to discover what it is that you want to do or that
Yeah,
you
very
are
much
passionate
so.
about
Yeah.
until you hosted the Heineken thing as an MC.
Yeah.
And I think it was at that time that you're like,
I think I enjoy this.
I think this
That's what you
pays
started,
more.
right? You actively started.
Funny thing is, I used to MC a lot in Kitwe. And I used to enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
But I got busy with other things and I stopped that. But after that, I felt like, you know what, let me get back to this. I think this is my first love. This is what I'm passionate about. And you won't believe the person who made me realize that I could MC was Kenny T. Yeah.
You say so many things about Kenny T. Kalenga.
No, Kennedy, really brilliant guy. He really helped me discover a lot about myself as well, doing breakfast shows and whatever.
He's also from Coppola,
And
right?
yeah, then came to Lusaka, then went back, then he came back to Lusaka.
So you
So the
noticed
first
how
time-
many times I've talked about like Coppola.
Yeah.
The first time I
Aggressive,
ever
aren't they?
MC'd in my
They're
life.
like the Nigerians of Zambia.
But let me tell you, why are you not aggressive in the
In
Copper
what?
Belt? Because there's less opportunities. Why do you leave the Copper Belt to be aggressive?
That's a great
Couple of people.
question.
Yeah.
It's like
Or do you feel people in Lusaka are less aggressive?
there's that too.
Yeah,
And
there's
then
that too.
There's that too. But most importantly, you become like a baobab tree growing in a flower pot. Not so much going on the Copper Belt. So your brand grows that big, but you can't grow any bigger.
But
you know what I
it's
mean?
interesting you say that. I did an interview with Bob Nkosha,
Yeah.
legendary comedian, and
We did too.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. And I asked
We're
him,
the biggest podcast in the country for a reason. Look.
Anyway, you were saying?
but you guys have not talked to the president yet.
Okay, as you were saying.
Ah.
Yeah, we haven't called the president on our show.
We haven't staged a call.
Hater.
So I asked him this question, and he says, because he lives there. He's
he's still in Kalushi. Yeah.
And he says it doesn't matter where you live. If people love your work, they'll call you from wherever you are.
Yeah, but
And-
then it gets tiring. You know, I was on the Copper Belt and getting bookings in Osaka, and I used to travel a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That gets tiring after some point. And I think Shefi Makitu will say the same thing about why they moved to Lusaka. You're getting more bookings here, but you
Lusaka,
live there.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It gets tiring after some time.
Makes sense. But it's interesting how, you know what I'd like to learn from you, Elson?
How to please a woman?
So what you're saying is I don't?
No.
You were saying what you want to learn?
Yeah, what do you want to learn?
Let me cut you short.
How do you know? Have we shared a woman before?
What do you want to learn from me? Well, what are you going to learn from me, Chimweka?
No, I would like to learn your business acumen. You know, that's one thing I always, I think one time I saw he posted something. I'm like, ish, this man is making moves. Guys, do not be deceived. This man is living a good life.
This show is coming to an end now.
This man is living a good life.
Last
Do
time we had
not
this
be-
discussion,
do not-
Zeneric,
Do
make
not
it-
be deceived. This man here, and he's modest about it. But I would like to, because it's funny. I think I would like to see the interview between you and the president, because you have one thing in common. Like this
The
guy,
business acumen.
yeah, they've done a lot of business wise, and they've
I agree.
accumulated
I
quite
agree.
a lot money
I agree.
wise.
Yeah.
But it's very low key. Like it's not everyone really knows like their business and financial story.
But he won't talk about
But
it.
maybe it's like a thing that you people with money
I don't know what you're talking
do.
about.
Like
I
you,
do not know what you're talking about.
like you can't go too deep. It's like it's your thing.
Thank you. This was a great episode.
Till the next one,
so
before
for
ZRA
those
comes
people-
calling.
Yeah, for those people that have correctly guessed, we're gonna be reaching out to your inbox. My man, I feel like I would want us. How long did we run for, Virgin? 2 hours.
2 hours.
I feel like I would want us to do this more because you are a person that I love your take on things.
Thank you.
I love when we do social commentary on different things that are happening in the world. There's a lot that we left on the table.
Which is funny because that's the name of my show.
What?
On the table.
So my
Oh,
kid-
right,
my
on the
kids
table.
are video calling now, and I can't ignore their call. You know what
No,
I'm
it's cool.
saying?
Now you can walk off. You can walk off, nigga.
That's so
Hi,
cute.
baby. How are you?
You know, I love kids.
Oh, serious?
I love
That's why you have lots of them here. According to social media.
According to social media,
But how
but
many do you really have?
I only have 2, and people don't, and even the 2, some people don't believe. Some only think I've won, because I think there's.
I think it's a light skin thing, bro.
Sorry,
I think it's a light skin thing.
to have a lot of kids.
No, for people just to hate on you.
Yeah, but you'd actually think they hate on us, but they don't really.
No, that it's envy.
Maybe
That's why
if you
people
say that.
bleach.
Thank you. Like
And you have
see
it
that.
naturally.
That's a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I think we're kind of used to it though.
Do you guys have like a WhatsApp group
For light skin people.
light-skinned people?
Or some of us.
where you share sunscreen tips?
You know what's funny? I've only used sunscreen once in my life. Once or twice.
Wow. Okay.
And actually, that's why I've gotten a lot of ladies who tell me, this is such a waste of skin.
That sentence could have ended at, I have a lot of ladies. That's where that sentence could have ended.
Well.
Wait, hold on. Before we close, there was one other issue that I felt we left on the table. Give me a second. I just want to quickly go through my... so what we had here was the Strait of Hormuz finally open, or is it? Trump feuding with the Pope. Have you been seeing that?
I have been seeing that. And the Pope even responded. It was like, look, I'm not a politician, so...
Because the Pope said this war is bad. Now Trump is like, how...
And that's his fellow American.
Man, what else did we leave on the table? I don't know if you've been following this case about David, this R&B singer who had a girl found dead in his Tesla.
No. What? So, which day is it? Like a known David?
Yeah, he's like an up and coming artist, R&B artist
from the USA.
From the US, dating a 14-year-old girl.
Oh no!
She goes missing, and she's found later on dead in the boot of his car. And this happened last year in September, and he was only arrested last week.
Yo, do you know this guy called Ray William Johnson?
Yes.
Do you follow his stuff?
I do on YouTube, but I hear he's big on TikTok.
He's big on TikTok. I think now he's almost everywhere because I see it mostly on Facebook. And
yeah, I typically watch Mr. Ballin.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I like how he describes stuff. And that Ray guy, it's short form content, so it's like 8 minutes. And I kind of feel short form content makes you dumber. It keeps your attention span.
Yeah, your lifespan is...
Yeah,
your attention
short form
span,
content really makes you dumber. So I don't really consume his content that much.
But I guess it can also be quite convenient for people who have like a busy day with a lot going on. So you don't want to spend too much time, you know. I don't know if you'd be okay with the people who work at your companies. Next thing they're watching like some 20... They're watching it 2 hours, that's their podcast.
Not when I'm paying you, though. Not when I'm paying you. Do it after work.
Yeah, but at home they've got like families, K plus.
Ain't my problem. That ain't my problem.
But do you? Oh, you already have a son. Yeah, I always forget that.
Yeah,
and you're such a great dad.
Thank you.
Great. I once met Elson at Granddaddy's with his son. You seem to have a very amazing bond. I love him. He's
the smallest old man that I know. He has an old person's personality.
And and he seems like he's got your personality too, right?
Which is a bad thing. Let's wrap this up. I hate when people start talking about me. Wait, hold on. Before we go, there's one thing that I want to know. And I've heard this. I want to hear your honest opinion.
Yeah.
I've heard this from several people, and they say Elson is a sexist. Have you heard this before?
Yeah, I've heard something like that before.
Why do you... And I said this to the last person who said this. I said, I've got 1,000 kwacha for you for any sexist comment you've heard me say. And nobody has been able to point out anything. Because it's now felt like they say this because it's a narrative. They've heard somebody else say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But never from me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you.
So I'm trying to figure out, have I said anything that have gotten people to assume this about me?
I think where I've heard something like that was when you must have interviewed, you had a female guest, I can't remember who, and I think you made like some comments about them, and you almost like objectified them.
Who was that?
I can't remember who it was.
But then
if
again,
not Iris, maybe, I don't know who that was, but there was a time I heard something like that, and it felt like you objectified like the last few female guests on the show, you sort of like objectified them.
But if you watch the podcast, you will actually realize I'm more of a douche to guys. People say that I was a douche to Wycliffe, to what's the tall guy, Kalenga, the producer guy, KB. I felt like I've been harder and more of an ass to guys than I have been to any female.
No, but you see that happens a lot in different spheres when it comes to like women and men. For example, in politics, you hear a man say something stupid about another man, like this guy is a dog, But if a man say that to a woman, or even just a woman to a woman in politics, they'll say you are insulting mothers.
Right.
You are insulting all women in Zambia.
Right.
But others would argue, say, but men do that all the time, and people just look at the issue. It's never about the gender. It's like, but if women do that, we've said it before. If a man says something about a female politician,
right,
then it becomes
the gender then comes in.
Yeah, the gender comes in. Like, how do you say that about a woman? Or even if it's a woman to woman, like, women are supposed to support each other, not bring each other down. Yeah. It's always that, but men are always bringing each other down, and it never gets that kind of, that kind of. So it's always like that.
This was great.
Yeah,
we'll do this again soon, gentlemen and ladies, or ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, Elson just called me like last minute, eh?
Thank you.
But it's just because it's Elson, and like.
Nah, thank you.
Because last time he called, and then I think I wasn't available last time.
Yes.
So I was like,
this time, thank you. I literally as I was driving here, I gave you a call and I said, my man, I need you. You said I'll come through, so I appreciate, because you're a busy person. Guys, until next week Tuesday, when you will know who this amazing guest that we've had.